And hello, everybody. Happy Saturday.
This stuff, it looks so good.
Hey.
Look at it.
If I could
It
please
looks
get
so
an audio
cool.
check from one of us and just a thumbs up if we're sounding good. Happy New Year, everyone.
Yeah.
We are Hard Knock Dice. My name is Jonesy, your dungeon master for the evening, and these beautiful people over here, I got it the wrong way, over here are your heroes for the evening and my best
Look at
friends.
us.
Today we're going to continue across Eberron, but before we do, currently our Extra Life campaign is on pause. We raised a total of, I don't remember, like $400 or $500 for charity. So thank you guys so much for that. And thank you guys for helping us raise that. While that's on pause right now, go donate to a charity of your choice. We always encourage Extra Life, but until ours gets going on, you can choose whatever you want to do with your hard-earned money. So now that we're getting back into the new year, this is our first Across Eberron stream of 2024. We had our first actual stream of 2024 on Wednesday with Whispers in the Dust, which we stream on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a Weird West campaign. You should go check it out because that's a fun, good time. Yeah. Is that it? We're all sounding good, all Gucci, everybody looking good.
Think so.
I am tickled with how good this
It
good
looks
this
so
overlay
good.
is. It does, right? Everybody's so big, I can actually see y'all's faces and stuff. So wonderful.
Whoa.
I may actually be able to see head shakes and stuff whenever we're in Tailspire. Surely
Hey,
something
I'll
we
be
will not
thinking.
need for a while. All right, so in that case, does anybody have anything else? I know we have a birthday this month, but it has not yet come to pass.
Come to pass. Our names are not coming back up.
No, they
I
are not,
noticed.
and they will
Okay.
not. However, for our
Oh.
newcomers, yeah, they will. That gives you a face and some more real estate. However, fun little trick. I hope it works now that I'm hyping it up. If you just do exclamation mark names in the chat, they'll pop back up for you just like that in case you want to know who all the characters are.
Yo, that's cool.
And they're all misaligned because I forgot to update the image.
Oh no.
But that's okay. You'll know who they are because they're generally in the right place, except for Otto popped up for some reason. I'm gonna hide that right now. Otto's here in the world. He's just not playing with us right now.
He's somewhere.
We'll get that fixed for you next week. Okay.
Hell yeah.
All right. It was
Very
a cool idea. It will be cool next week. In that
Very
case,
cool, very cool.
last we left off in Across Eberron, our heroes outside of Korth preparing for war with Droam. The daughters of Sorakel have essentially made an act of war on the world itself, blowing up the Thronehold Accords with a meteor swarm, of which our one King Gandalwin was a part of, and in fact lost his arm in. Our heroes are now strategizing how best to, one, enact vengeance, justice, or just to make sure this doesn't happen again, of taking out the daughters of Sorakel themselves, three powerful hags that reside in Droam. However, before they could start on their journey, a returned member, Milo, void touched, appeared onto the ship, telling them that they were in more danger than they had ever been. Milo had been dropping off hints and dropping the party off in the Mournlands for some time now, but now he is here in physical form. We already got some Boo Milos in chat, and that makes my heart smile.
Yeah, I extra support this now. Boom.
In showing up, Milo brought with him other versions of himself from other timelines, where our party had a battle aboard the Stormbringer. And that's when things, after this battle got complicated, or after this battle was over, that's when things got complicated. Gandalwin, having a personal stake in what has happened, wanted answers from Milo, which he could not give for one reason or another. Fights and pleading and general apathy towards the entire situation happened. Now we find ourselves in alleyways of the city of Korth, as well as a couple of our members sky surfing down towards the place where they can see Milo after Gandalin had plucked quite the arrow towards Milo and knocked him from the sky, unconscious, and onto the ground below. A deadly blow for surely anyone else. But our Milo, with some new resistances found from wherever he came from, an area in between. That's where we're going to pick back up, Shining Vanguard, as Gandalin, Pip, and Kaushik surf through the skies of Korth down towards the alleyway where Crowley, Artyom, and Milo sit currently. Azur atop Mazarth, racing down the skies on his Drake Mazarth. And I'm gonna put this responsibility onto you. We're not gonna be an initiative anymore. Those of you that are on the ground, you have 2 rounds, that is 12 seconds, before people surfing in the sky collapse onto your location. Last we left off, Milo had looked at the lantern that Artyom had placed on the ground, said you had found it, and that Zoriat was just the beginning. And that's where we're picking back up. It's on you. Actually,
and
I have to pause you. I'm sorry, as I have to roll something.
Roger.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Go.
Alright. What do you mean Zori is just the beginning?
Before we hop into stuff, I believe, and I probably should have gone back and rewatched the last few minutes of the episode, but I did not. I believe that Crowley was also about to, like, wisp him away.
Crowley had readied a dimension door. Artyom has just shown up with the lantern beside you. So if that changes your actions for the time, so be it. But he does have a dimension door ready to go. Artyom is there with Slick, with the lantern, both of you in the radius, and you can see the party surfing down towards you. Time is restarting.
Don't have time to explain everything fully. I need to make sure that my mother is okay. But I promise to you, to any god that will listen, that there is a bigger threat. Been trying so hard. Please just trust me.
Do you have a way to get to your mother instantly?
I don't even know where she is or what the threat is. I was stopped from scrying on her.
Okay. So do you think that maybe running through the streets for the rest of the night will get you to your mother quicker, or maybe talking a little bit and after the discussions actually being able to get there to her with magic?
I cannot speak anything in front of that fucking lunatic and Gandalin. If it is not in the light of your lantern, she'll know.
Right.
It can't even be mentioned.
The round is
nothing
passed.
Adjacent to it.
Gandalin did exactly shoot him with his bow.
Nah, okay. We can just talk this out. It'll be a couple of minutes. You're not going to be... I was trying to scry to see where your mother was at, and I got interrupted, so... Let's try to take care of this quickly, but it seems like you're going to be harassed unless you give some answers in the light of this lantern, so...
I cannot.
Dimension door.
Milo and Crowley are gone. Where do you take them to, Crowley? You have 500 feet from here.
I think I suggested a path, like, directly north of here. That I saw, like, on my way down. That was just off in the distance.
Just in an alleyway somewhere 500 feet away?
Yeah.
Okay. You and Milo show up 500 feet away from the lantern.
Message to Artyom. I'll bring him back. Just make sure Gandalin is calm. Then I'll bring him directly back. Let's get some help on this boy first.
Tell him not to mention anything. outside of the lantern's light.
Don't mention anything outside the lantern's light. End.
Okay.
In that
Milo
case,
coughs up blood as a free action.
in that case, we'll leave Crowley and Milo there at the moment, and we'll pick back up as Ganwin, Azur, Pip, and Koshik all land next to you. Cartoon.
So,
Where is he?
I don't know. Crowley didn't mention door away from him in some direction. I don't know where he's at. Before you try to start killing him, we need to figure out the situation on which we can save his mother. I'm not. I was out of it for a little bit of the altercation up there. So he's got some information he wants to give us, but he needs to give it to us in the light of the lantern, so that I'm assuming the daughters of Sorkel cannot scry on us because they're always watching. Having a super powerful diviner will kind of do that. So if we can just have a few minutes to talk like adults and not shoot people out of the sky like pigeons, you're good with that?
To answer any questions. There's not the actions of an ally. I'm gonna expend a first level spell slot to use Primeval Sense. And I'm making sure Crowley is even still within a mile of me, because he is an aberration, I believe, creature type.
Right. You see, you sense aberrations, a small bit of aberration. You also sense a ton of undead.
That's expected. Undead checks out.
Yeah, Milo's definitely got some explaining to do, but
And yet he refuses to do it.
well, I mean, he's trying to go and save his mom. He's trying to do some scrying. I mean, can you give the guy 10 minutes?
Nope.
Why not? What are you going to do in the
Answers
next 10
first.
minutes?
And I'm gonna start. I'm gonna try to climb up on a building or something.
Go ahead and give me a quick athletics check.
25.
Easily.
Getting up on top of the rooftops, and I am looking
Well,
for some colorful ass
down?
clothing.
When
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You are all here at the moment.
We're all here. Okay, Pip's gonna look at Koshik and go, do your damn thing. Do the thing. You know the thing I fucking hate. Do it to him now. Unless you want this to keep getting worse and escalating.
no. I would like to, when Gandalf starts climbing the building, to attempt to yank him back down.
Just with your hand.
No, with a thorn whip.
Make an attack roll.
18 plus 13.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay.
Gosh, that's a big number.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that much damage, but 16 points of damage.
Ow.
While he's thorn whipping Gandalf down, I want to turn to Pip and say, I'm not trying to make an enemy of him too. All right, we can figure this out. It'll be fine.
You get him to be still, you have a better chance of getting it all figured out. But if he keeps continuing to run off trying to kill your supposed friend, I think you're going to have more of a problem. Holding him still, I shouldn't be making an enemy of him.
You obviously don't know Gandalf that well.
Well, then clearly it can't get much worse then, can it, if you can't even stop your mate from killing your other mate?
I mean, that's the point.
Jesus.
Who?
Corvair Jesus.
Okay, Jay.
Cage.
Met her. Okay, so I just got yoinked back down off of what I was climbing. Okay. Ow, 16 damage. Gandalf looks very unwell.
Gandalf, I love you. You're a brother to me, but you're acting a lot like a king and not like a person that I can actually talk to. I mean that in the worst way possible. So we need to use our words here and talk this out. I understand that you're
He
upset.
has refused to use them.
He can use.
Well, you were fucking sitting cross-legged on the deck.
What would you do to bring your mother back?
What would I do? What I have done instead of trying to bring her back is everything.
Okay. He's trying
Right
to
now,
make sure you're not in that situation.
Everybody else is expendable.
All right. I guess that that generalization of saying that you'll definitely become a king is a little bit more literal than I thought. Just, yeah. All the people are expendable now. Even your friend's Milo. He's not answering questions, so let's kill him or beat him to an inch of his life. Let's torture him on the deck of their ship where you made a mural to him being the hero. Calm down. Take a minute. Let's try to make sure his mother's okay. Do you think he's going to run or that he's not going to tell you? He said he couldn't talk unless he was in the light of this lantern. He didn't even notice I had it until I got down here. Tonight, when you're not trying to kill him for not telling you everything in the first 10 seconds of him being back.
Find him then.
We pause there.
Okay.
Back to immediately after you dimension door Crowley and Milo, 500 feet to an alleyway. I saw your message. Go ahead and verbalize what you're doing here, Crowley.
Crowley immediately pulls out a key, turns to a wall, and opens a magnificent mansion and steps through. Dragging Milo through. Or throwing him in, whichever, is easier. I feel like throwing him through. Yeah.
Okay.
It's now a magnificent prison.
There are bars everywhere now, and frowny faces everywhere.
Bars
Aw.
and frowny faces.
That's creepy.
Hey, nothing's changed. You should feel at home.
Koshik, can you message Crowley that Gandalf would like to verbalize?
We're gonna pause on you guys for right now.
Oh, I'm
and
sorry.
You're okay. We're picking up with Otto and Crowley in the magnificent mansion right now. We're picking up with Milo and Crowley inside of the magnificent mansion.
Otto and Crowley, gotcha. Anyway, nice to have you back. I'm gonna immediately move and get the servants to bring some food and everything. It's like, settle down, rest. I'll go out and wait for a counter message. Shouldn't take it.
You have to check on my mother.
I will check. I've met her. We can do this. Just give me some time. Just wait here. They're looking for you. Just try and recover as much as you can.
Milo, give me an insight check.
I don't actually know what all of my skill bonuses are anymore. Not fantastic. All right. A 15.
15. Time in this other place and with these other versions of you are difficult to even sort through as memories. They're more like torn apart, shredded dreams. But you've worked with these versions of yourself before. You've worked with this chronomancer before. You've seen his magics before. And you know he has sped something up on a timeline that is happening in this world. With a 15 on an insight, Milo doesn't know if it's already happened or if it's going to happen in minutes or hours, but something is going to happen and soon.
Can you scry from within the Magnificent Mansion?
I believe it has to be on the same plane of existence, and the Magnificent Mansion is its own demi-plane.
Crowley, we don't have time. He's capable of many things, not all of which I even fully understand. But we need to check on her now and then get to her as soon after as we can. It's hard to explain, but whatever
You don't have to explain.
It was accelerating something that was already going to happen that is bad.
I understand, but listen. As fast as we act, just remember it's the Shining Vanguard after us. We could lose more time fighting, so just give to me 2 minutes now, and we will do whatever you wish. Is that acceptable?
I guess.
Take a breather.
Fuck.
Just 2 minutes. Give him some hot chocolate. I'll be right back.
Hot chocolate, sir. I'll hold it here until you take it from my hand.
I'm double checking to make sure that Scry has to be on the same plane of existence, or if it's just like a penalty.
I know sending has to be.
Scrying may not
Send-
be. I thought so.
I thought sending was a penalty as well.
Oh,
I
it's a
thought-
percent
Send-
chance to.
send-
Okay, yep,
Yeah.
yep. You're right. You're right. I was just double checking.
I was trying to cast back.
so-
I'm like, I know there's weird shit.
Crowley steps outside. At this point, our timelines have synced back up once more. What are you doing?
Crowley will look for an address around and he'll message Kolchik. Because he knows they were on their way. I have Milo in the Magnificent Mansion for 2 minutes. I promised him I'd check on and see if we can talk. Where are we at?
Ganowan has agreed to speak to Milo, civilly. Whenever possible. Is there anything else you wanted me to say, Autumn?
Yeah, what? Just the coast is clear. Bring him on back.
You can bring him back. Okay, that'll be the last part.
All right, so Crowley is going to step back in. He's like, allegedly they've settled down. Let's go.
Allegedly.
Kolchik.
Gandolin killing me is one thing, but if he...
I understand. I'll have
I
your back.
have to find her.
I know, we will. We still have 1 minute on the deal. Let's go.
Friendly reminder that the Shining Vanguard knows where they sent Audrey and Everett Goggins. They sent her to
Yes.
the island of Tuki Tuki to the southeast in the Thunder Sea.
Tookie tookie.
Tookie tookie.
But Milo is not certain at this time if she is still there or even what's going on. So
Also fair. Let's
urge
step
to
out.
panic rising.
Yes.
Yeah.
Urge to kill, right?
I just want to make sure we all remember what happened to those two. That they're not just lost in the wind somewhere.
Did Milo drink his hot
as
chocolate?
he probably is holding it. He hasn't had the wherewithal to actually drink it yet. He
I'll
will.
slap.
As he's walking towards the door back out of the mansion, he is going to grab you by the arm and just say,
Thank you, Crowley. So much.
I know what it is to lose family, Milo. Don't worry. And then he's going to step outside.
he
Okay.
will follow you right behind.
Stepping outside, Crowley, go ahead. Crowley, just roll a, we'll call it a D12 for me. Call it a D12.
You're muted.
Just a flat D12, sir.
Yeah, just a D12.
They're not usually flat. They usually have like, they're usually 3-dimensional.
Really? I flip paper around. I just keep throwing paper.
It's just the 1s and 20s all day.
This isn't an ability because that was a 1.
Okay, we'll add a +4 to it for right now, or we'll add your charisma to it for 5 rounds of healing. Milo, that should be 25 health back to you, up until you're half.
Hell yeah.
Oh, what a sad time to roll a 1. Anyway, I'll grab hold of Milo on the shoulder and dimension door back
Okay.
as I keep expending these slots and crying inside of my face mask.
I was about to ask, please do so, because you know
Um,
danger is around the corner, and you know the resources you're spending, so you spend that.
If he saw you getting ready to do another dimension door, he'd be like,
Crowley, we might need all of the power that we have. We'll walk. I am injured, but I'll be fine.
It's fine. I'm keeping track. Do not worry.
Okay.
I have plenty of spells left.
Grab him and dimension door him out of there, knowing time is a resource as well. Immediately back to the group.
Green door opens.
Time restarts.
Okay. We all good now?
We in the light of the lantern?
Ready to action to hold person on Gandolin if he
Oh my
starts acting
goodness.
fucking stupid.
Okay. Spend the spell slot.
All right. We've got 1 minute before he loses focus again, so let's hurry it up.
All right, so Milo, can you give a quick rundown of why you can't say anything to Gandalf? Real quick. Any reason why you can't say it? 30-second cliff note.
Are we in the
Yes.
light of the lantern?
Yes.
Yeah, just immediately.
There is an entity, the specifics of which I don't know all of, but I would need to take a much longer amount of time to even explain what I do know. But it's cognizant of its presence. It's one of those, like, speak its name and it draws its attention, but on every augmentation out there, you can't discuss its presence. You can't even, I don't know if even discussing things adjacent to it will draw its attention. And with as close to destruction as we all are, there can be no risks. Cannot discuss it, cannot discuss any adjacent things related to it outside of the light of this lantern. I think I can integrate the reason this lantern works into the magnificent mansion, but that'll take time. And right now we don't have any. My mother could die. We can take care of all of that, but everything has been because of a greater threat, and I've been working against it, even under its nose, and trying. There's a place it couldn't see me, or hear me, or feel me, and that's where I've been for so many lifetimes, so many years. And I've seen everything fall to pieces, endlessly, and I've been trying to stop it. I've done some bastard shit, I know I have. But it hasn't all been me, and I'm trying so hard. Fucking kill me later if you have to, Gandalf, but can we save my mother and then save the fucking world?
Just before Gandalf, I know it's the question he wants to ask anyway, did you personally have anything to do with the destruction of the council, the meeting a couple of days ago?
Time freezes while Milo checks his notes. Sorry, there was a lot of stuff done, and I can't remember which was me and which was. No, I'm gonna shortcut this. DM, was that one of the things he did or another Milo did?
Something we did not discuss. It's something I'm going to let you decide in this moment.
That's so mean.
I lowered the barriers. But I knew what would not be lost if it was done specifically. Yes, rampant destruction. But I did not put your child's life at risk, Gandalf. Not in that attack, anyway. And if I did not, it would have been far. I'm not asking for forgiveness for all the other lives lost.
Okay, so that's out in the open. Can we take a minute to scry? You guys can, I don't know, work out the details. I can scry on where she's at and figure out her exact location, and then maybe we can get there quickly. Okay?
Go ahead. We'll keep them talking.
No one hurt each other for the next few minutes. We can hate each other in the morning or tomorrow.
Gannon was actively white knuckling on both short swords in their sheaths. So y'all are saying you're going to scry. Do a scrying you have to. I'm going to continue preparing for what we're supposed to be doing, and he's going to turn and walk away. I'm heading back to Crown home.
We have a way to get to her quickly. I'm about out of juice.
Maybe. We need to know where she's at first.
Assuming.
He's directing this at Crowley because I'm assuming you're starting the ritual for.
Yep.
Once we
If she is at the island. Is there a way to get there quickly?
I believe we should, especially if there are trees on the island. It shouldn't be too hard of an example, but I also have a contact there. We'll do whatever we can to make it as quickly as possible, Milo. You understand that, of course.
I'm gonna be as kind as I can in this moment. Scrying takes 10 minutes. That is all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, right as RTM's getting ready to get his scrying going, he'll ask Kaushik, hey Kaushik, can you message Audrey and see exactly where she's at? If I'm going to do this scry and find out where she's at, maybe she can find a nice big tree on the island to lean up against.
Yeah, absolutely, sure. And so I will message Audrey, and I will, Miss Goggins, it's been a while. Hope you're well. Where exactly on Tuki Tuki are you? And are there trees around?
That you can lean up against?
I don't know how many words I got left. Yeah, if I got a word for that. Big trees? Big
Are there big trees around? I
There are
think.
big trees around.
Okay. Kaushik, give me an intelligence or a constitution saving throw, your choice.
Wow, I don't like that, but it's gonna be Constitution because my intelligence is +0. Bing! I rolled nat 20, so 21.
Very nice. Let's get
Holy
some nat 20s in
shit!
chat.
Nice.
No.
With a natural 20, the echoing, booming voice of Audrey Goggins being excited to hear from you
Oh.
does not give you
Okay,
1
that's
point
good.
of psychic damage as she goes, Kaushik! And you hear not part of the message, but sort of like undertones. You can tell like what is different from her speaking out loud and versus what her is in the message. And you hear her speaking out loud to someone else around her, some other folks that are around her. All right, ladies, keep those legs up. Keep them moving. This last set for the evening. Hi, Kaushik. I'm well. Yeah, there's trees all around here on the island. I'm at the beach right now. It's getting close to sunset. How are you, darling? It's been so long. Anyways, me and Eberron, and the message just gets cut off.
Damn.
She say, is she going to a large tree?
She's on the beach right now. It sounds like she's hosting a fitness class.
All right. Well,
Aerobics.
she needs to get her ass to a large, very large tree and tell her to stay put, and that she's in shit tons of danger from someone maybe looking like her son coming to murder her.
Okay.
Or
Yes.
or something that just she may be in danger
Yeah,
because
just
of an enemy of me, maybe.
Right.
She wouldn't understand the details.
Right. Message again. I'm sorry. No time to explain, but you're in grave danger. Please get to the closest, biggest tree possible immediately. Don't. Trust anyone but us. Not even your son
Milo
right
just
now.
nodded at you.
Not even your son right now. I'm glad you nodded because that's how I was worried.
You look at Milo for the words as you're sort of searching through them and struggling with getting them out, shaking his head at you. You say this, the excited voice of Audrey quickly fades and says, oh shit. And you hear her once again mouthing it out, but not messaging to you. Oh shit. Ladies, class is over. I gotta get to the safe room Everett built. All right. That's fine. No worries. We've built something safe because we didn't know if what was coming down was coming back on the way. There's plenty of trees on the island. We're gonna hide. We'll be in our hut. And the message ends.
She said something
What
about a
did she
safe.
say?
She said something about a safe room that they've built. She said that they would be in their. Did she say hut, DM?
Yep.
She said that they would be in their hut, but there's plenty of trees on the island. I tried to get her to go to the biggest tree possible, but it sounds like she's
Artyom,
determined.
can we go now? They're on the island.
I cannot teleport to islands. I can teleport to trees. I cannot
There's trees on
teleport.
the island.
I have to visualize the tree. I need her to be next to a tree large enough for people to go through. Unless you have any other methods of teleporting to Tuki Tuki, that's what I'm going to need to do. Or try to get my great dog here to maybe sniff out one of the plants I got that she took there and show up next to its mother and father.
I'm glad you're back, Matt. Do you have teleport on your spell list at this very moment?
I do, yes.
Okay.
That was my question. So you
And
know,
he has cast it before.
but he's never been to Tuki Tuki before.
Right.
So there.
I just meant that for the party knows that he can cast
Correct.
it because he teleported Azur.
Yep.
that
And he's
one time.
he teleported to Azur. I thought he teleported someone else too. But yes. Okay.
Can you teleport the group then, Crowley?
I can attempt to.
That's all we ask.
All right, well then let's.
Gandalf, come back. We're teleporting to Tuki Tuki.
Ganowin is gone.
It's vacation time, Gandalf.
Ganowin is definitely going to be out of earshot by now. He was heading back to Crown Home.
Look at thaumaturgy, Kashi.
Lord
Okay.
have mercy. Let me see. Do I have thaumaturgy right now? Oh no,
It's
I
a
don't have
cantrip.
it, right?
Oh, you
Yeah.
don't have it?
I can't.
You've
no,
had
I
it
didn't.
before, unless you
Yeah,
learned a new
well,
cantrip.
Yeah, you remember when I did my spell list overhaul?
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Azor speak up and use
thaumaturgy's no
thaumaturgy.
longer on it. There we go.
Azur's going to use thaumaturgy.
Crowley.
What does Azur say?
Gandalf, we're leaving for Tuki Tuki. Come on. Unless you're staying here.
Milo, while that is taking place off to the side, he is asking Crowley,
How familiar are you with the island?
I'm
No
familiar with.
teleportation magic can be precise.
I understand that. I'm familiar with the contacts I have and where their locations are. That is about it.
So you can teleport to them.
That would be most likely. That is the safest route, I can guarantee.
Have anything I can assist with right now?
he says, looking at his spell sheet.
All right, well then.
Go.
All right. Is everyone ready?
Does Gandalf make it back?
Looking just about dead. Yeah, just completely stone-faced.
What makes Gandalf turn around?
I think that, like I'd said during last session, like when Crowley mentioned giving the inspiration for maybe trying to assist with getting himself under control and he just couldn't. That having that getting down there and Milo already being gone allowed for enough space of mind to at the very least kind of rein in immediate like bloodlust. I think that while he was walking, like going to leave, just the like, this is the most important thing is still going and being ready to handle the Daughters of Sorkel so that Zoriat can be faced as a united front without, additional enemies. Like that is our mission. That is what is the most important thing. And when he hears Azor calling out, saying specifically to Tuki Tuki, he knows where Audrey was sent. I think ultimately he can't abandon somebody to have that same experience. He can't willingly allow someone to get orphaned. He just can't do it. Even if maybe it's the right thing to do on a grand scale, I just think he can't.
As you finish that thought process, this is probably the right thing to do. God knows what he's done. If he was willing to do that, what else has he done at this point? And you show back up your friends waiting on you, Crowley with a teleport spell ready to be cast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Slick and Lucas.
Lucas is not here.
Oh,
Slick it is.
well, it's you and 8. Is that the wording?
Let's see.
8.
You and up, yep, 9.
Lucas wasn't with us.
You and up to 8.
Quick question. How does Slick's ability work again?
He needs to have been there before, the same as kind of.
If
Otherwise,
he's been
he
there
has to do
before,
his
there's
okay.
no spell failure chance. If he hasn't been there before, he can roll a survival check. If he
Also,
has
large
something-
bodies of water
large
think he
bodies of
said
water
were issues.
Yes.
Just checking because I had
Yeah, we're
a
going
gift
to
from
an
my mother.
island.
I didn't know if he could sniff it or something.
Maybe
Okay.
Crowley can. Maybe that'll help him. Let Crowley sniff the gift.
A large nose appears on the mask.
Surely somebody
That's
has
one of the
a
creepiest fucking things that
somebody
Crowley's
must have a
ever done.
pamphlet from when we decided to send them to Tuki Tuki, right? We gotta.
Yeah, like there's
Look
a
at
bunch
all
of
the-
travel. I've seen it on the map. I've
Scenic
read about
beaches.
it. I've probably been there once as an agent. So to be fair,
Your agent training on Tuki Tuki.
All
yeah,
right.
man.
And there's plenty
Every good spy has
commercials.
a beach scene somewhere. You can't take that from me.
of commercials for the Tuki Tuki cruise lines, you know.
I really hope that this doesn't get fucked up because I'm pretty sure we can take force damage, and I will probably go down. We do.
I'll give away my plan.
Before we go, Azor is going to hit Gandalwin and Milo with a first level cure wounds.
Go ahead and mark those off and tell them what the numbers are.
DM, while he
You
rolls
both
those,
get 11 HP back.
More than
what-
doubles my hit points.
would there be any possible way for Milo to expend a spell slot or something in order to assist Matt's percentile roll?
I tell you what, there is something connecting you to that island, and that is the fact that your parents are on it. And there's power in blood. I'll let you,
It sure is.
similar to Kaushik's divine intervention, I'll let you lower the spell failure chance. For this, since it's a teleport and not a divine intervention, I'll say for every... How do I want to do this? For every hit point spent, you can reduce the not spell failure, but mishap chance by... We'll do a 1 to 3 ratio. You'll reduce it by 3% for every hit point spent.
3% for 1 hit point.
For 1 hit point. Yep.
And
Crowley, how familiar with the island are you? Be honest.
I've been there once before. On one of the beaches, no further in.
Doesn't have to be a teleportation circle on the island, is there?
I was gonna say you could insight check Crowley, but you probably ain't gonna make it anyway. You can be full of fucking shit.
You know what? Actually, that's a good question for Crowley. Is Crowley lying to Milo right now to make him feel better? Or has Crowley been to the island of Tookie Tookie that I made up on the spot so many sessions ago?
I figured if it's a spot in the land of Corvée or around, I've been there.
It's down south of Corvair by a couple hundred miles in the Thunder Sea, just north of Zendrick.
Was it important to the war in any shape or form?
Yeah, not really. No.
Would any important figures have gone there on vacation?
Sure. Yeah.
Then yes.
Okay. All right. Very well.
They're
Crowley
absolutely
gets
still
the teleportation room drawn
Spin
on
them all,
the ground.
Milo. I've got healing spells.
He is going to be doing exactly that. I was just doing hit point math.
Yeah. How long does teleport cat long?
The chart. Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I'm just seeing how long it takes to cast. It's instantaneous.
It's one action. It's instant.
It's instant.
Good.
Milo currently has 41 HP. And
Percent chance to fail right now?
Significant.
That's not answering my question, but okay.
There's 3 layers, but basically we would only get there accurately with a 74 or higher.
We're gonna say, just so you're aware, that Crowley has. You know what? High or low, Crowley? We're in between seen casually and used once. So you're going high. All right, high. You have seen casually, which reduces the failure points. On a 62, you have seen it casually. So your chances of failure right now of a serious mishap is 1 to 33. A similar area, which means it could be a whole nother island, is 33 to 43.
Like Stormholm?
Essentially. It could be any like tropical island. It doesn't even have to be on this plane of existence.
Oh God!
So
Hell of paradise.
Off target 44 to 53, meaning you're somewhere on the island, maybe out in the ocean, and then on target 54 to 100.
As he sees Crowley getting ready to prepare the spell.
1 second. No chances.
And he is going to use his belt knife, take it right across his arm, and begin tracing a runic circle around Crowley. And then placing the bloodied dagger right in the center of the circle between Crowley's legs. I will be sacrificing 18 hit points to make that a 100% chance of success.
Okay. Mark those off. I would like you to reduce your hit point
Back down to
maximum by
23.
the same until you take a long
Hit
rest.
point maximum.
By the same until you take a long rest.
Blood magic be blood magic.
Okay. Milo finishes. Everybody gets into the circle. You tell me when.
When?
The Shining Vanguard disappear from Korth.
And Corvair.
And Corvair.
And the planet.
And the planet.
And now we're dead.
No, now we're in
John said he
Manhattan.
wanted to run the Cyberpunk campaign at one point. Here we go.
As we leave Korth, and a dramatic temperature shift happens. You go from weather that is probably somewhere in the low 30s to high 20s to immediately a warm 75 to 80, standing on wet sandy beaches, sunset just hitting of a tropical island, Tuki. You stand on this beach, waves crashing into the rocky shores. It rises up into a mountainous shape in front of you. Vegetation spotting this mountain island in front of you with different huts just set into the island, stone stairways leading up to these different huts. Incredibly peaceful, and you can see why people go here to vacation, as it is just absolutely beautiful. Just pinks and blues. The sky is this incredible array of colors as the sun gets ready to set. And you see most of the huts are darkened, no torches outside, but one hut right there on the beach looking at the coast. Koshik, you see what look to be like yoga mats or maybe like Pilates stands or something that have been recklessly abandoned on the beach. A bunch of footsteps going off around the beach to the other side, and then one set of footsteps that breaks apart from the main group, going up to first a small, what looks to be like a type of workshop or something, and then over to this one hut with lanterns outside. What are you doing?
Koshik is going to start heading towards it while addressing the group. This one's it. I'm sure of it.
All right, yeah, let's get in there.
I guess I'll just once I reach the door, since I started off walking, unless somebody walks a little faster than me and gets there first, to start like banging on the door and be like, Audrey, it's Koshik.
First and foremost, if I can, everybody get a perception check from you.
Wow.
Secondly, Koshik, can I get a persuasion check from you? And you can make it at advantage.
Perception 30.
Okay. That's very good.
Persuasion, first roll 25, second roll 23, so 25.
Okay. Perception
31.
26.
31, 26,
28.
28.
31 with a natural 20.
God damn.
Natural 20.
We out here rolling.
But the nat 20's in the gym.
Azure,
I was over here like, yeah,
23.
Well, fuck.
23. Hit.
19.
19. Okay. You're all walking up to the house. You call this out in this hut, which is completely empty at the moment. You smell something starting to burn as if it was just set on an oven for a little bit too long. Go and douse that fire really quickly. You call this out, and no answer at first. With a natural 20 on your perception check, Artyom, you see the barest glints of a couple of eyes staring from up under the bed. Koshik? Is
Come
it
up
actually
from under.
you?
Oh,
It's me. I remember that when we just spoke, you were hosting a class on the beach. You said there were plenty of trees on the island.
See, it is them. Anybody could have heard that, all right? Say something that happened in Sean.
you're an asshole to your son.
That hurts.
Yeah, it's history.
But it's
it
real.
happened.
The bed, like, if y'all have ever seen the mattresses that just sort of lift up into the wall, you see very much so this bed, Everett Goggins picks up the bed. You see a small stairway that leads down into like some sort of metal chamber down below. As he lifts it up, and you see Audrey Goggins, all 4'11" and 1/2 inch of her hair that would typically be up in some large honeycomb type hairdo is down currently with now sorts of like beads in it. She looks like she is still in like bright neon pink spandex wear that is just like has teal lightning across the front of it and then like yellow lightning up the legs.
Oh,
with like sweatbands on her wrists
Yes, ma'am.
and
Oh,
around her
God.
forehead. Everett Goggins coming up the stairs in front of her, actually, just kind of keeping himself in front at the moment. You see him wearing some like work jeans and shirt, and he's covered in bits of grease and oil at the moment. I just want to give you guys a bit of an insight as to what I rolled at the very beginning and where you were at in this. At the very beginning, I rolled a D100 to see how many minutes you had to get here to stop something from happening with you not here. You got here to Tookie with 37 seconds left on that clock.
Hey. Okay.
However, Milo, you've seen your parents for the first time in a long time. Doesn't really describe it, does it? In Shiny Vanguard, you're on the island of Tookie in the home of Audrey and Ever Goggins. I'd now turn it back over to you.
Pretty much as soon as he got there and saw his mother through the doorway, safe, speaking to Kaushik, he turned around and started casting a spell. It will take 1 minute to cast. So.
Okay.
Wait,
So, sort
is
of
it
your
noticeable what you're casting?
What's the spell, Milo?
To y'all, you would see him like tracing again in the sand around him in the beach, and his eyes are just shut tight while he is chanting, and his hands are jittering as he chants under his breath.
All right.
Because ICly, Milo doesn't know about the 37 seconds thing.
Right.
Dungeon Master.
Yeah.
Is there any way that I could exclude Crowley from primeval awareness? Like, I know about him, and he's standing right here.
Surely. We'll call it, make it a pure wisdom check. When you do, that's your spellcasting modifier still, right?
Mm-hmm.
Straight wisdom check, DC 10.
Okay. Dirty 20.
Easily.
First level spell. So for a minute, I'm aberrations, all that fun stuff. Aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead within 1 mile.
Fae fiends are undead. And dragons.
Yep.
I
Bruh.
don't
It's the dragon
know
here.
if the amount of draconic presence that you feel where you're standing right now is staggering.
Oh.
Um,
Also, have we still been getting ticked up by Crowley's crown by any chance?
while you're
Yes.
in presence, yeah.
How
Unless
much?
he's excluding you from it.
Oh.
Oh no, I want to be included in the aberration spell, but no, I'm just kidding. Everyone's included.
Crowley, do you think we could get the Milo outside? And as
Milo's
he's saying
here?
that, just a facsimile of him, Artyom trails off.
A what?
A copycat of Milo. It's okay. And as he's saying this, Artyom is shortening like a good foot in height.
Mhm.
As he's casting the altar self on him. Do you have like a big maybe like a raincoat or something?
Do I have any raincoats? I don't think. It's too warm for that type of stuff here.
Or like a shawl or a hood or something if it gets rainy for you to.
Yeah, I got a shawl, of course. And she brings out this just sheer pink shawl that yeah. I'm gonna roll an insight, see if she gets it. Okay. It's a
Yeah, her
that's a
face
14.
starts
Starts
to be on
appearing.
my face, yeah.
She says, "Oh, I got it. I understand. I'm right there with you,
Yeah.
sweetheart. Here, take this. Just Your armor and stuff is still the same.
Yeah. Yeah,
All right, I don't.
It doesn't change. I need something big to cover everything.
She will help you with some of her clothes and get you dressed as her. But no, wait. Where's Milo at? Milo,
Has it been a
your
minute
spell
by
is,
now?
yeah, your spell is done casting at this moment. What are you casting?
Contact other plane. So thematically, it is not so much contacting an entity, it is him seizing the edge of the void that he's been dwelling in and trying to snatch glimpses, flickers of potential futures. And for the intelligence saving throw, he is just gonna play it super fucking safe and use his last portent on that.
Okay.
Which will bring it to
A bunch.
a bunch.
Hell.
A bunch.
The first question that he will be seeking the answer to is what is the threat to Audrey's life?
All right, let me.
Honest, one-word answers.
You
Unless
must
it
ask
is
your questions before the spell ends. The GM answers each question with one word, such as yes, no, maybe, never, irrelevant, or unclear.
One sec, I missed that part about asking all 5 before spell ends.
Okay. While he does that, we'll continue. Okay.
I just been getting the last one. I'm so sorry. The wording is weird because I have to frame it so it can reasonably be answered with one word.
He said, "Is God a jabroni? Yes or no?"
Unclear.
Unclear. Sounds like a yes to me.
I will send you 4 because we are on time attack mode and I do not have a 5th one.
Okay.
Do you want me to just post them in chat or do you want me to send them to you on...
Verbalize them.
Verbalize them. So, okay, I didn't know how...
Say it out loud.
The first question is, what is the threat to Audrey Goggins? The second question is, how many minutes until the threat occurs? The third question is, will she be safe if we take her elsewhere? And the fourth question is, can the threat be solved with violence?
Most things can.
All right, we'll take them one at a time. I like this question. The first question is, what is the threat to Audrey Goggins? It says I can use a short phrase. If I think
if one word would be misleading.
With you here, nothing.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Fuck all the other questions. That's all we need to know.
All right. Do the others just vanish into the ether, or?
Well, it doesn't say that you have to ask them all at the same time. It's just in the spell's duration.
Oh, before the spell ends. Oh,
Yeah.
God. Okay. Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, God. I was like, I have to put them all out there right from the get-go. That's terrifying. Okay. Has the threat been nullified entirely?
No.
Will she be safe from this threat if we take her elsewhere?
No.
Will us departing reinitiate the threat to Audrey's life?
Unclear.
This one's a gamble. What can we do to protect her?
Win.
It just says die, and it's like, okay, so Otto comes back next week.
You know, sometimes your players just give you a gift as a DM.
Ah, shit.
No,
Die.
they don't. No, they can't. You're out of the game. Somebody block him. Just kick him
You're
out of
out of
space.
here.
Get him out of here.
Old
So,
Yeller is it?
for past minute, Milo will have been blind and deaf to those around him. His frantic jittering escalated. His eyes opened and just gleaming like they were already that strange lavender color, but now it is shining out, almost wisps moving within them. And the minute passes, he just kind of drops on his ass right there in the sand.
You come back,
Blinking
your
a few
consciousness trying to like come back to from where you were looking into those realities, and you hear your mother's voice in the background. Caution! She kisses each side of your head. Artyom, it's good to see you again. And just killing around Crowley. Candlewind, it's good to see you too. I don't believe I've had the pleasure. My name's Audrey, and she looks at Pip and Azur.
There's Pip and Azur. Pip is the one with the knives. Azur is the one with the blue one.
That's racist somehow.
No, and she's like slaps
Yes.
your hand out of the way,
Pleasure.
Azur, as you raise it up, and she like wraps you in a hug. Says, "It's very nice to meet you, Azur." And Pip, it's wonderful to meet you, sweetheart. I always thought these fellas could use some more feminine guidance. And she just sort of pauses, looking out of the door at you, gathering your senses on the goose. Milo.
She would look over to see him, still ass down on the sand, head in one hand, shaking, and he is staring at her like a haunted man.
She runs over to you and says, "The contact lenses are an odd choice, so are the face tattoos. Hi, sweetie. How have you been? It's been so..." And you are covered in mom kisses in like no time flat. What's wrong? Why are you in the sand? Did you fall? It's kind of
sobbing as he just throws himself fully into that hug.
Sweetheart, it's okay. I'm right here.
He's not saying anything. He's just burying his face in her and crying while he hugs her.
I'm okay, dear. I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere, all right? I'm safe and I'm okay. It's so good to see you.
He's still not saying anything. It's not a matter of won't, it's a matter of can.
Gotcha. She just holds your hand, she holds your head in her hands for a second, looks at you. Hey, it's okay. She tries to wipe your tears away. I tell you what, you can sit down at the table for a little while and you just talk when you're ready, okay? Yeah, let me help you up.
He will be led wherever his mother takes him, but he will not be left away from her.
She just sits you down at the dining room table. She starts getting some like tea and stuff ready to go for this place. Everett kind of looking at the rest of you. What's going on? The same stuff.
I don't really know. It's kind of a mild question. We got any extra clothes, Pip tomorrow? We need an Everett and Audrey and another Milo outside for some guard duty.
When he turns around, Everett's standing there in Pip's clothes.
Hey, just changeling, gotcha. Worked for the guys used to fuck with me all the time. I gotcha. It's laundry day, so they might be a little bit smelly, but it's probably adds to it a little bit.
Gross.
Indeed.
I gotcha. Come here.
At least he's self-aware.
He goes over to his dirty hamper, his dirty clothes hamper, and starts pulling some stuff out for you. I'll save you the underwear.
Everett's a sweaty guy.
Thanks.
That's what I'm hearing.
Pip will just like strip and change right there in all her Everett glory.
You know,
Nothing he ain't seen before.
True.
well, Pip hasn't seen what's under Everett's clothes before, so just
I mean, so yeah, I mean, you know, you gotta.
he throws his
with the
hands up
roll,
and says,
you
all
gotta
right,
have
all
it."
right, I've lost some weight since I've been on the island, all right, you know, come on. Anyways,
You know, if we got a couple of minutes, it'll probably be easier. And Artyom will go ahead and take his armor off and be very generous with the underneath for Audrey.
all right, I'm uncomfortable now. I'm gonna step out of the room.
Gandalf. Gandalf's gonna sidle up to Azor
Mhm.
and just not to freak anyone out initially, at least, is like, you know anything about dragons in relation to this island?
You're muted, Matt.
It's supposed to be Azor, right?
I was talking to Azor again.
Sorry, Gentlemen. Not a fucking clue. This is the first time I've heard of this island.
Balls. Well, there's a lot that's something draconic here, so.
They like the dragonborns on the island or something like that. I don't know how.
No, not really. Mostly human. It is Everett talking at this point from outside of the door. Not really any dragonborns, mostly humans, half elves.
Who owns this place?
What's that?
Who owns this place?
The locals, natives.
Anybody in charge?
Not really. It's kind of a communal thing. They rent these out to a bunch of rich people and just kind of make hella money off of them.
Okay. Is this a weird, like, nice and pleasant, like, oh god, what was her name? The dragon in Law.
Hagashiria.
Yeah, is this like a weird, like, positive, like resort version of Hagashiria?
Do you get anything like alignment or anything from your spell?
No, I just creature type is present within a mile is all I know.
No vibes, just creature.
No
type.
vibes. Yep.
Damn.
Uh-huh. Yep. Son of mother.
Are there any potential boogie boards inside of this house?
Potential boogie boards.
Boogie boards.
For the first
He wants
time
to boogie,
in
boogie,
my
Roll for boogie boards.
DMing career, I'm going to be rolling for a boogie board.
To be fair, if there's no boogie boards, I still brought my board from the ship. So you can
There
just
are
give
still
me
Carrying
three fucking airfoils unless y'all left them behind. On a 3%,
Yeah.
there are no boogie boards.
Shit.
I brought mine with me because
Boogie boards don't exist on a
leave it.
3%.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm just
I'll take a
trying.
surfboard. That's a performance check, right?
How much HP have we gotten back, DM, by this juncture?
But it's 5 every round, right?
Yeah.
5 around up to half your max.
Up to half your max. So, I mean, you guys have probably spent, at least a minute with Milo's spell, in addition to all the alter self spells, probably 5 minutes. So, most of you
I
are
only need
probably
11.4 rounds to get up to half, so I only need a little
yes,
over a minute.
if that's all you need,
That's
then
awesome.
most of you are up to half.
Hell yeah.
If not all.
I was just trying to find something that I could maybe attach to my shield to make it look less obvious that I was carrying a shield around. Boogie board shield.
And Pip would have taken Everett's clothes back off and put hers back on, like she was using his clothes to kind of like tweak, right? Like how her build needs to be and everything, and then put his back on over hers, and then kind of dinked around so her stuff was hidden.
Gotcha.
Hell yeah.
So you two step from the back room, and Audrey and Everett just sort of like disconcerting, but all right. She has tea going. She pours a couple of cups for folks that want it or don't. She sort of sets it on the table and she's, what is happening? What is going on? She's just like constantly, after she sits down with the tray of tea, just holding Milo's hand on the table.
Well, I'm still here, Milo. Say what you gotta say.
For the time being, Brett has been.
He looks uncertain, like he's trying to put a bunch of pieces together.
Suppressed? Because we're here. Because I'm here. But also that's part of the threat. I don't think it's safe for us to leave right this second. That was hard to see. There were too many pictures and branching. I don't know. But we can't just take her away. The threat isn't here. It's not about where she's at. I don't think it's whether or not you're here or I'm here. I need time.
We don't got time. The world's going to war. You gotta figure something out quick, fast, and in a hurry, or you learn how to use words again.
It's not about learning to use words. It's thousands and thousands of possibilities and trying to put them together like the world's worst fucking puzzle. And I don't know if us leaving will.
He kind of like cuts his eyes over to his mother, but back to Artyom.
All right,
Could
so
have negative consequences.
Milo is gone somewhere into different worlds, and there are evil versions of him coming around and doing bad things, and one of them wants to get revenge on this Milo by coming to murder you. So that's his start.
It might not be that. It is just that something that was going to already occur sped up faster, sooner.
No, that
something.
guy very much made it to like he was definitely gonna make sure that you watched your mother die. I think that was the phrase that he used.
But it might not be him showing up with an attack. It might not be a hit like an assassin, or it could be a tsunami or a heart attack or anything. Just something that was already going to occur.
Heart attack. I am very healthy,
Pyro.
thank you.
She's been doing aerobics.
An example. I'm so
She's been
sorry.
hosting a class, man.
No, nothing against you. Just an example that not everything is a fight. Sometimes it's manipulating reality in sideways fucking ways.
Language.
Maybe they're just trying to tell you to come to Toki Toki, so you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing.
No, it would have happened. It would have if we were not here. The
If it's
details
something that
are
was going to happen
fragments.
anyway, then how does being here stop it?
I don't
Stop
know.
sounding.
I don't.
Okay,
I don't
well,
know.
we're here. There's a beach outside. It's really comfortable temperature. Milo's got a lot of explaining to do. There could be some assassins or cholesterol out to get Milo's mom. So let's just relax. I'm going to go take a trip down. I can't do your voice. I'll let Pip do the talking. We're going to go get some alcohol, and then we're going to bring it back to this hut and figure out what's going on.
Audrey leads into you and says, "No alcohol."
Well,
No alcohol in the house.
okay.
Look
Um,
at
Drink in the
Everett.
yard.
Everett just sort of
just like
nods at you.
side eye, like
All right.
He
Good.
Everett will speak up. He says, "There's a place down the street and it sells liquor, but they also got some pretty good non-alcoholic beer type stuff. Yeah, I'll take a trip with you."
Oh no, you need to stay in here because you'll probably be a target.
Good point.
And there can't be two of us, love.
where are the people the locals of this island? Where are they at?
They live just on the other side. And they walk
I'm gonna go over there.
a little walk down the beach. All right. Kind of a gated community deal, but
Shrug.
You're talking about people who just teleported across the world like, oh no, a fence. We better not go in there. It says no trespassing.
yes, I'm
I
talking
hope
about
they don't have a guard
mundane
dog.
people who think of
Yeah.
fences as actual barriers based on courtesy.
What is
It's a
courtesy?
social boundary, not
Exactly.
necessarily a physical boundary.
A boundary rather than an invitation, as some of us might see it.
It's a suggestion, okay? Come on. All right,
Okay,
so
so-
How long have we been?
how long have you been what?
I was asking how long we've been sitting here.
Couple of
Inside.
minutes, as long as this conversation has gone.
There's. I can keep looking a little, but. Yeah. I'll see what else I can figure out.
And he's gonna take out a domino set.
All right, well, I'm gonna start cooking up some food then, for when everybody gets back and around.
Yeah, we'll go get some drinks and groceries. You'll need anything? I mean, I doubt you have enough food for like 10 people to feed them all at once, and a really, really good dog.
Yeah, if you could. And she goes in and she like opens up a small box that they have under the counter, and you see all of the gold that, or not all of, but certainly spent, but all the gold that they were given when you sent them here to Tuki Tuki. And she pulls out just like a couple gold and goes to hand it to you. It says, "Yeah, if you could just get I mean, really, whatever you like, I'll cook it up, no problem."
All right.
We'll take it from her, stick it in Everett's pocket, and take RTM's hand and go, "All right, love, let's go."
Kaushik, could you do me a favor and let Irish know that we are in Tuki Tuki? So, yeah.
Good call.
Sure. I will message Erish and let him know where we are and what's happening.
Eric's sitting there
Becoming a better
on the
boyfriend.
gangplank, just like tapping a finger on his arm, like just waiting.
Some of my friends tried to murder each other after they just killed evil clones of one of them that was supposed to be dead for the past couple of months. And then they flew after each other and didn't come back
Eric is chill though. He's
And now we're in Hawaii.
he's on a vibe.
without him.
Okay, so we have
I guess I was ready for the RP today.
Perfect.
we have Artyom and Pip heading down to probably in the same direction as Gandalf, at least for a little bit, towards like a market.
I thought we were gonna get Crowley to come with us as Milo.
Is that what's happening?
Probably
Yeah.
a less fucked up one.
Yeah.
This is pre
We are
time skip.
we are baiting out an attack. Well, the current Milo would be the best version. If anything's here, if there are any would-be assassins, or log traps to be tripped for a particular interdimensional time-traveling being.
You were.
Yeah,
I was just gonna say
Go
you're
on.
on a nice beach as you step out here. It does not look like it's like it is rigged with traps or anything. But
that's
nonetheless,
exactly when to expect traps.
Exactly.
very well.
Yeah, you're not supposed to. It's, a trapped area is not supposed to look trapped.
Okay,
Right.
So who's looking
The
for
D-
traps?
The DM's talking of this. Oh, they're just mundane walls for a gated community of high official politicians. No, definitely trapped. You get close to that wall, force cage.
That'd be pretty bad.
Does the king of Karnath have like a home on Tuki Tuki? Does Gandalf have a place that's like?
Do I have a summer? I feel like that seems distinctly non-Carnathian.
Okay, so Pip, you four traveling together. What is Azur doing?
Azor would have been following the group stealthily behind.
Stealthily behind. Go and make a stealth check for me.
Fine. That is a terrible dice roll.
Hey, Koshik, make sure to let me know if anything here happens. Me and Slake and the rest of us will get back in the instant.
26.
26. Okay, very nice.
Does that beat my passive?
I believe it does.
Barely. I have a passive of 25.
Oh wow. My passive is only 21.
Very barely.
Gandalf said, "I'm not letting anything slip past the king. Nothing."
Oh yeah, y'all thought I was gonna bump my wisdom the next time we leveled up? Nah, alert.
Okay. And then in that case, is Kaushik and Milo staying behind at the house?
Absolutely.
Milo, you as well?
Oh yeah, he's not going like further than like 10 feet away from his mother.
I'm leaving the lantern in the home with them.
In the home. Very well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that they can talk about things.
Sure. In that case, we'll start with let's start with Kaushik's message to Erish. What do you say?
Gandalf and Milo are civil, but we had to come to Tuki Tuki.
Tuki
To
one
put-
word. You're good.
Tuki Tuki to protect Milo's mother. Erish loves you. Artyom loves you. You love yourself. Yay. We'll be back when we can.
Okay. Very well. Make it back soon. Stay safe.
Sounds good.
Audrey starts cooking up a storm. Everett looks at Milo at first, then to you, Kaushik, and just says, I didn't have much of a chance to lock up my shop, and I still got a job to do. Is that done for right now, or am I good to go continue what I was working on?
Is his shop right
Everett
by the
saying that?
house?
Yeah, it's like 60 feet from the entrance of their hut.
60 feet.
Hmm?
Too dangerous.
Oh, has
There
Everett
was
said that?
Everett said that. Your father, yes.
there was never an active threat toward Everett, correct? So I think
Think so.
Milo, if you want to stay here with your mother, I can accompany your father to his shop. If you don't mind, that is, sir. Just to keep an eye on you.
Yeah, not at all.
Milo, you think it's a good idea?
Let's find out. Bear with me 1 second.
He's gonna take those dominoes and he will set them up in a random pattern. He doesn't even think about it. He just sets the pattern. Over 1 minute, he will cast Augury.
Okay.
And just kind of a frustrated and hopeless look on his face as he flicks the first one and waits to see what pattern they follow.
All right, by casting gem inlaid sticks, rolling dragon bones, you have done dominoes. You receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes, which is just letting Kashik go with Everett. I hate this, but there's not exactly just good results. You kind of get nothing out of it. There's no weal or woe here. It doesn't seem like this choice is gonna bring anything specific to your door.
Doesn't seem like it'll matter one way or the other.
All right, wonderful. And off we go then. We'll see you guys soon.
Ever just kind of looks at Milo for a second and then walks out the door.
Milo will begin taking a short rest.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fool.
In that case,
That's where they get you.
In that case, we'll make sure that you get about 90% of the way through that, and then the assassins come.
That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes.
Oh, if you wouldn't have cast those 2 ritual spells, you would have got a short rest, but
Man,
damn.
crazy.
Should have been a scribe's wizard, huh?
Oh man, darn.
Everett
Anyway.
leads you down the beach a little bit, Kashik, to a simple workshop that seems to lead directly into the ocean itself. In there, he has this small type of like sky carriage that you might see around Sharn. It's like a water sky carriage. Give me a quick perception check if you would.
Shit.
That is an 18.
18. You're looking around this workshop and you see, first off, you see like father like son when it comes to organizational skills, in the sense that Everett has none. You see that around this he still has like one of those like sliding benches that go up under the car so he could work up under the carriage so he can work up under there. On the wall you see a like pinned in addition to just all sorts of like schematics and other sorts of information and stuff, you see a certificate of Arcanotech on the Arcanotech mechanics on the wall from Sharn Tech. You see a bunch of, on a workbench behind like a bunch of crystals and different tools and stuff, and on that workbench you also see an old textbook that says the basics of Arcanotech and its applications for mechanics. And you look through it really quickly as Everett starts working on this thing, and you realize that it's an old textbook of Milo's, something he probably had and finished reading when he was like 11 years old. But you see that Everett has just scratched through this thing and highlighted things. You see pages are dog-eared and all this sort of stuff as he continues working. And also on this workbench, you see a small, with an 18 perception check, you see like a small iron or tin made kobold with a crystal in its mouth. And that's where we're going to leave you as he just continues to work, and you just find yourself in here. Unless there was something like you'd like to do in here.
I just wanted to have a little conversation with them.
Yeah, absolutely. He says, just find the seat. Hopefully it doesn't take me too long to wrap this up. I gotta get it out for them by the morning. Hopefully, I was supposed to have it out 2 days ago.
I'm just gonna address the book, just like look at it, and be like, Arcanotech, huh? You've been studying, taking a certain interest in it.
He sort of looks at you while he's drenching something up under here and just oiled. Ah.
Oh no! What have I done?
I'm not very good at it, but yeah, I've had to find a way to make it out here. So this is what I'm doing. Not many warehouses out here.
What is it that you're working on right now?
You see that it's just like a sky carriage that would be around Sharn. Just like so imagine like a small like rowboat, but for the sky. That would be like based around this small island.
That's cute. And then the what did you say it was? A dragon?
It's like a little kobold and it made of
kobold,
tin.
yeah.
Yeah.
And is it like notably like a decoration, like, or is it like an award or something like that?
Give me an insight check.
Okay. Yeah. That is a 29.
29.
Yeah. I really feel the vibes of this kobold.
With a 29, you know that's a data crystal just sort of hanging in its mouth. You know it doesn't belong there. Like it doesn't go in the mouth or anything. That's just kind of where it got stored for right now, sort of deal. But you know it's a data crystal, and you see on the data crystal a little bit of like video recording, like almost a GIF of the beginning. You know how like thumbnails for videos sort of move. You sort of see that, and you see Everett in it a little bit. You can activate it and see what's on there if you wish.
Instead of like imposing or like asserting myself to do something, I'm gonna ask his permission first. Be like, do you mind? Or like walk over to it and like motion to it and be like, do you mind?
Make a persuasion check for me.
Making it. I'm not trying to pry. I'm just trying to entertain myself, you know. Persuasion, persuasy. Well, that's not that good. It is a 13.
13.
Yeah.
I'll roll against it.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, that's no problem.
All right. Activated.
Screen pops up and you see Everett Goggins holding up this kobold that's right beside it, this little tin kobold. And you see he says, "Is it recording?" And you can't see her, but you hear Audrey's voice say, "Yes, it's recording. Go. Are you sure? I don't see the light. Go, Everett." Sorry. A intro to Arcanotech project number 1, Everett Goggins. This is my entry, something that we care about. And he holds up the small little kobold. He says, I never really seen the artwork and this stuff, so this class doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, but I suppose something that I care about has been on my mind a lot lately. He's my kid, and he's always had a bunch of bright ideas, and I never really had that. So he takes it and he on the table and he sort of like winds it back and lets the kobold go, and it sort of like walks forward and little sparks shoot out of the mouth. And he goes, "Kid's always been a spark, so this is my project." That's so good, sweetheart. You're not supposed to talk. Everett Goggins entry. And you see the data crystal. Poof.
That is wonderful, sir. Oh, I love that.
Yeah. It's a little entry project. It's one of the things we had to do to get the certificate. Yep.
How'd it go? Did they like it?
Yeah. I mean, I passed the class, so here we are.
Is there anything I can help you with? Hand you tools or anything?
if you know
changing
anything
the-
about Arcanotech, yeah, I'm no whiz at this stuff, so I'd take all the help I can get.
Do I know that, like, I don't know a lot, but, like, being with Milo so much and, like in our downtime spending time, could I roll for any kind of knowledge to help him at all?
Yeah, I'll let you roll. Go ahead and roll
Okay.
an intelligence check. If you're proficient in Arcana, you can add that.
Intelligence. What is, oh, I'd have to, okay, yeah. I don't think I'm proficient in Arcana.
Okay, so just a raw intelligence check.
I don't know, there's a little, oh, I am proficient in Arcana. Yes, okay. So do I just hit the Arcana
Yep.
plus?
Just roll an Arcana
Okay.
check.
Okay, sorry.
Everett got a 9.
19.
19. You see that he completely has a crystal on the wrong side of this like transmission sort of thing, and he's sitting there. He says, "I can't fucking get it to line up for some reason," and you just
Instead of physically do it, can I gently work him through it? Like,
yeah, absolutely.
help him through it? Like, still let him feel like,
Yeah.
this is his project, and I'm not trying to take over, like, his job, his
Sure.
work.
Give me
Okay.
another persuasion check at advantage.
Okay. Like, maybe move this over here. See if that works out for you. First roll 22. That's performance. I just rolled on accident, so let me re-roll persuasion. So the first one was 22. The second one was 18, so 22.
22. He says, "Hey, I did it. Let's go."
Wonderful.
We're gonna leave you two right there, and we're gonna join our friends on the beach that are continuing to walk. Several of you find a market without issue. You're not harassed or anything. You walk in. Those of you that do walk into the market, Gandalf, you keep going a little bit further past this. Those of you that do walk into the market, hey, Ed, Audrey, Everett, I don't believe I know you. How's it going? Not feeling too talkative. No worries. All right.
I'll send a message to to Crowley. I can't do her fucking voice. We're gonna have to talk for me.
Excuse me, got a little bit of the cough that's been going around. Excuse me, we're just doing a little shopping today.
All right, no problem. Honey and ginger on the back aisle. Go grab some.
Oh,
That's
We'll
why
do
I
it.
brought her. I'm her son. I'm going to take good care of her.
You must be Milo.
Yes, that's me.
She's been talking about you constantly. And he comes around the corner. You see it's a guy who's obviously lived on an island for a long time at this point. He's got long hair tied back. He's barely wearing clothes, to be completely honest with you. Comes around the corner, shakes hand. Hey, it's a pleasure to meet you. Anything I can help you guys out with?
I give him a very weak handshake. And,
Oh, right. Yeah.
yes. So, well, I'm just looking around, getting my mother some medicine, and, trying to look around. Maybe I'll move here. It seems a very nice place.
just getting some groceries. Audrey, she likes to feed the boy. You
That's
know how
right.
Elbow.
she is.
And
Elbow.
we got you. He brings up like a case on an ice block. He said, "We got your specialty right here, Everett," and so sort of taps the top of it, and you see like a case of non-alcoholic beer on the counter.
Oh, what? Perfect. Thank you.
It's fucking.
Elbow.
Ooh,
Stealthy elbow.
Miss Goggins, it got you too, huh? That's no worries.
Honey.
How about
yeah.
y'all just do what you need to do, and I'll be back here. Let me know when you need. Actually, you can just. I trust you guys. You can just leave the gold on the counter, whatever you get. No worries.
Gold non-alcoholic beer.
Yes.
I'm sorry. How much?
Oh, this is already paid for. Just whatever you get out there. I trust you guys. And I'm gonna. And he just walks into a back office and closes the door.
Pulls the curtains closed, peeks through the curtains.
Pip's gonna I'm assuming we've got like some basket or something, and she's gonna look at RTM Audrey and be like, grab some real liquor, please.
Hey, she said
Not
no
juice.
actual alcohol in there. We can get all kinds of just really fruity things or something and just pretend.
She said no alcohol in the house. She didn't say anything about outside the door. Just one. Jesus. Poor veggies.
I'll get mixers, and then we can use alcohol we already have. I'll just pull in Audrey's. He's got the shotgun. It's got booze inside of it. Plenty.
Perfect. And just start like grabbing all kinds of like food and random stuff.
Yeah, this you'll notice that this place is got like it's like got like Whole Foods type of food, right? Like this is you've very much walked into a food a market, although it's got like small like island vibes. It's very much catering to people who have money, and so they're like everything, all of their fruits and stuff are like whole fresh fruits and picked daily sort of deal, and marked up an incredible amount.
Just so I give the complete wrong impression of Milo, I'm going to buy some pre-workout, and we'll go from there.
What?
We cut to something unseen and maybe not unseen, but you sort of like see him peeking through the office curtain or whatever. What is not heard to the party says, "Hey, that guy's showing off with something. He doesn't work out. There's no way." I felt that handshake.
There we go. I'm doing
Like
Everybody's got to start somewhere. He said his beach body time.
Yeah, don't
New
shake
Year's
it up.
resolution. That's what it is.
This is
I
his
got a
workout
solid
era.
10 strength, all right?
I give the
That's very
lightest
average.
handshake I could possibly get.
It was cold
That handshake
too.
felt more like a 6.
But
My
so
wrist
for
is
all
so
that,
limp.
and I'm sorry. I
Go
keep
ahead.
talking over. Sorry. No, but so for all of that, like when she gets back to like the fresh fruits and vegetables and stuff, Pip is just going to be kind of like amazed, a little wide-eyed, like she's never seen like or had access to this kind of like luxury and these kinds of like real fresh fruits and things that seem like so exotic, pineapple or whatever type of stuff. So she's just going to be just kind of like picking everything up and looking at it and like one of everything going
Yeah,
into the basket.
Yeah, just get it
Like-
all. She said she'll cook anything, so let's just grab whatever we want. And she gave us like 2 gold, but I got like 1,000 in my pocket, so it'll be fine. We'll just have a feast tonight and maybe talk some stuff out and figure out what the world is coming to an end for this time.
Just turn around. Artyom, have you seen this? What is with this prickly fruit? It's like, I don't know. It's the most expensive one. Have you had one? This is pineapple. It's not a fucking apple. What the? have
Apples
you
don't
had
grow
one of
on
these?
pine trees.
Exactly. What the hell? Do you know what it is? We'll get 2. need to know.
It's a pineapple. You cut it open, and then there is yellow stuff inside. You eat the yellow stuff.
Yellow. You eat the yellow stuff.
Yeah.
Is it good?
It is, in fact, extraordinarily good with alcohol.
3 then. This is like weird combination of like childlike wonder and like, and I'm gonna mix everything with alcohol, like kind of thing going on.
Dope. We'll cut over now to Ganowin just walking to the other side, past the market by a little bit. And you see the sort of novelty huts, though they're very nice on the opposite side, sort of disappear, and you see houses start appearing here, permanent residents of this island. And there is a small like courtesy fence around the area. It is very clearly no like actual obstacle, but where does Ganowin go? Because there's nothing that says like
Is there any
this.
people visible when
You know
you come walking up to
It's
this
getting
fence?
it's getting late. But no, you see a couple of people that are you see a couple of people that are probably getting back from the opposite side of the island. They look like they have some workout clothes on of some sort. And you see a couple of elderly women, both with long gray hair, dark suntan skin, both of their long gray hair just sort of pulled back and up and out of their face, wearing just beautiful colored clothes, very loose fitting and cool, walking up to you and like with yoga mats over shoulders sort of deal.
Any of these people Dragonborn? I guess on
No, just a couple of human women.
And it's like, what time is it? It's the evening, right?
Yes, it's
Afternoon.
getting late. You see
I guess
them there.
we went really far, so sun maybe in a different spot. I don't know.
You're probably catching up to these folks because you guys were moving at a bit of a hurried pace considering what's going on and everything. It seems these two are just kind of lazily like talking, going down. So you're catching up to them, like walking up from them from behind.
Okay, cool. Hello, good evening.
Oh, hello.
You guys live here on this island? Like, this is your island? Yes?
Indeed, we do live here, yes.
Just kind of shrug. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And if I have some questions about it, perhaps? Or if you have anybody who's like, like a lore master, I don't know, somebody who knows the most about this island?
No quite lore master, though.
Shrug again.
We have seen your face before.
Yeah, that wouldn't think too hard about that, please.
Very well. What can we answer for you?
Yeah, I'm just gonna be out with it. Anything have to do with anything dragon have to do with this island?
Nothing that you should worry about.
Okay, well that definitely makes me worry about it.
Don't.
Because I get very similar vibes. We met this lady named Hage Shiryu a while back. She had kind of a similar thing going on, where she had a bunch of disciples, but didn't reveal herself as what she was, unless I say we. I was told about this. Ian forgot to separate info. But then this seems kind of like a similar situation. I want to know if I could talk to someone who might know a little more.
I don't know if any one person would know, but what you're looking for is just answers as to why there's draconic presence here.
Sure. A lot of it.
A lot of it. Interesting. I don't think any one person is going to have that answer for you, unfortunately. Just know that you are perfectly safe here on Tuki Tuki.
I have this line of questioning has less to do with individual safety and perhaps being able to speak to said possessor or multiple possessors of this draconic influence.
Being in the position that you are, that is a request of a personal nature, or is this a parlay with the country of Karnath?
Well, shit. If you said you recognize me, then I can't remember how much of the contents of the Accords were made public because we kind of had no choice, right?
Correct. House Civis announced everybody's
Right.
presence. They televised
That
everybody's
like,
arrival.
they're here to talk about bad shit coming,
Right.
and what to do about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I guess it is in the parlance of the Karnath nature, because if there is something as scary as that lady sounded like she was, I would like their help. So yes.
This is me thinking. Give me a persuasion check.
Surely. Okay. Big money. Okay, not bad. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
That would have been a 14 a while ago.
They create less distance in between the two of you. And as one of them walks up, says, Your Majesty, if it is your intent to parlay with this draconic presence and attempt to lure it onto your side. I don't think that is going to be very possible at this very moment.
Wait, is that?
Well, how long can you hold your breath?
I'd say somewhere like a minute. But if it is an issue of being able to breathe underwater, I've got some friends for that, so.
I can make no promises for your safety if you go and seek something out that you don't completely understand.
I understand very little, quite frankly, just period. But here we are.
She huffs a small laugh out. And in that case, bring your friends with you. Dive under the island. You may be surprised on what you find.
Disingenuous. Okay. Guess I'll turn around and walk back.
And I do think, being that we all playing on an official nature with the country of Karna, that you'll keep our country's secrets safe with you, should you stumble on anything that is significant.
I kind of shrug and I just kind of quote back to her. I can make no guarantees to the safety of your country's secrets, unfortunately, in the face of things to come. And turn around and keep walking.
I think you'll find our country is very capable of protecting itself.
Thumbs up over the shoulder.
You
I
depart
said
from
her
there.
secrets. I didn't say the safety of her country.
Right.
Safety of her secrets. I can't do shit about that after a certain point.
Very well. You depart with that information. Meeting back up with the three from the market, you guys have a smorgasbord of fresh fruits and the like. Everett eventually wraps up. It's now getting dark. The sun setting below the water line at this point. I think actually 7 o'clock. As you guys make it back from the marketplace, unless anybody has anything else that you would like to do. Azur stealthing along. Give me one more perception check there, Azur.
Do we meet back up with Gandalin on the way back?
Ganowin would actually be behind you guys. How long do you think you guys would be shopping?
I think it would probably be a little while, since probably taken a lot.
That's fair. Ganowin's conversation was not very long at all, so
They were very forthcoming.
natural
Perception
17
or stealth check?
Perception.
be
I
the
already
key.
got your stealth check. Perception, please.
23.
Okay. All right. No worries. Making your way through the sort of on the tree line, almost following your friends along. You don't see anything out of pocket. The rest of you, Audrey's cooking up what she has as of right now. The rest of you showing up with groceries in hand. Ganwin catching back up to you all, probably as you're exiting the marketplace themselves. Everett and Kaushik find their way inside as well. That's where we're going to go to break. So don't go anywhere. We're going to take a quick bio break. You should do the same. And if you haven't yet, drop a follow if you're liking what you're seeing. Drop a follow just because this overlay is real cool. And then we're going to go on break for, give us like 20, 30 minutes, something like that. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Much love. And hello, everyone. We're back. It's us. Hard Knock Dice. The same people that were here for the most part a few moments ago.
That is us.
We're going to continue our campaign across Eberron, which is down here, with our wonderful heroes that are over here. I got it right that time. Yeah, that way. And we are going to continue this off. We last left off, our heroes showed up to the island of Tuki Tuki, a vacation island paradise. Tuki Tuki. to save Milo's mother, specifically Audrey Goggins, his father also here on the island, Everett Goggins. Some quick shuffling around of clothes. We now have a disguised Audrey and Everett Goggins with an alter self on RTM and a changeling in the form of Everett currently. And also a shape-shifted Crowley who looks like a Milo, who took a nice family trip to the market right now where they just did a little bit of grocery shopping. Our King Gandalf here went down to the beach to talk to some of the locals who, recognizing him, said if he's so interested in the Draconic presence, he's welcome to do all the investigating he wanted to do, and said, how long can you hold your breath for? And that's about all the information they gave him. So along with that, our Azur stealthed along beside them, going to the market, not really seeing any threats at the moment, as Milo got some odd answers from a voice beyond, or the timelines beyond, as Milo sits here at the table, and Kaushik seeing Everett turning a new leaf here in Tookie Tookie, and as strange as it may be, following him maybe in some of his son's footsteps a little bit. God, Jesus. All right, we're gonna pick back up. So before I strangle to death at the dinner table where things are being cooked and cut and prepared and set in front of you. Go.
Real quick. Can I rewind time for the walk home so I can chat with Gandalf real quick?
You're not Milo, but sure.
Oh.
Yes, you can go for it.
Got his ass.
Oof, got it. Yeah, so if we're walking back to the place and Gandalf is
Oh, if I saw pseudo fake Audrey walking, I'd come right up to him. Hey, can you make us breathe underwater?
You know I can do that. I've done that plenty of times.
Okay, sick. You can do that like right now?
Not right now. I get groceries.
No,
Don't look. Let's get home. We can get everyone together. While they're cooking, we can go for a swim.
Dragon underwater.
Is the dragon underwater? Is it trying to
Sounds
kill
like
us?
it. I don't think so. Potential
Okay.
ally though.
We should probably never trust dragons.
From what y'all told me, literally a dragon gave you the Baishik that you have. So.
You're right. That it probably.
Points at short swords. And quite frankly, if it is living beneath a paradise island, I get the idea. It's probably not hostile.
Or just anyway. Let's get groceries back, and then I can do a spell. We can all breathe underwater, and then we can go investigate things under the water. Okay?
Sure.
So we're what do you want to do about Milo in this whole situation? You saying this out loud in front of Crowley and Pip.
I want to get this shit with the other Sorakel handled. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
So,
But Milo seems kind of fucking crazy. Just gonna throw it out there. He says he's been trapped away for lifetimes. He's in different plane of existence. I know like in the Feywilds and other places like that, time can go different. I don't know if he's in different planes or between planes and seen a lifetimes or touching fate or whatever is going on with him or time.
Do you have your
magics.
lantern with you?
No.
That was out of character, so there's no the lantern's not here.
Yeah,
And he hasn't said shit about what the problem is.
right.
Yeah, I think that's more the immediate concern there. But other than that, we have shit to do.
Yeah.
This is not that.
Okay. So, back to the question at hand. What do you want to do with Milo? If he can't give us any explanations, he's done things.
Sounds like we should find a good way to lock him down somewhere just in case.
All right. but he might have some information that can help us.
If he's not sharing it, then that's kind of fucking worthless, isn't it?
Yes, a fair point. Do we know what I don't know. Maybe there is some kind of way we can get him to like open up or like understand what has happened to him a little bit better. He seems kind of frazzled.
Shrug. Not anything I know how to do.
All right. You two, any ideas how to make Milo turn back into a normal person? I don't know. He seems very, very alien to his whole being, I guess is the way to put it.
This
Oh,
is
you
very
mean other
similar.
than not try? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
It's okay. You started. Go on.
You mean other than not try to fucking murder him within an hour or two of him coming back from wherever in the fuck he's been?
Well, let's
No,
let's not
don't
dredge
really
up
have any ideas.
ancient history. That's in the past. You were
Ancient
mistaken.
5 hours ago. It's five hours maybe, but no.
Crowley,
seriously,
what do you think we should do about this situation?
Maybe
Let's not
maybe
make
give
things
the lad a little bit
worse.
of time. Maybe
Which-
give him a little bit of time and be his friend. Aren't you
Okay.
supposed to be mates?
We are mates. I mean, I love Milo.
Pip is not entirely wrong. It sounds much like when I left the Mournlands the first time. You're not yourself. He has only recently come back to this plane, as far as I know. There's no telling what he's experienced that's changed him. The only thing we can do is get to know him, but we're under time pressures. We need to get things done.
Right, absolutely. If we had, a time to relax and ease him back into things, absolutely, but we don't.
What I mean to say is, the sooner we can guarantee his mother's safety and his father's, then the sooner we can talk to him more reasonably. Though,
And what if we can't?
And what if we can't? Then we can't.
So what has worked so far? So far, what's worked? Artyom, you talked to him. You gave him a safe space with the lantern, right?
I
Crowley?
gave him a place to be less paranoid.
Right. And reassured him a little bit, it sounded like. Reminded him you were his friend and you wanted to help.
I do. They're all true things. All right. Well, let's go. Maybe.
All I can say is take advantage of the time we have now to talk with him.
Yeah.
While she's safe.
It's like a person passing by. Hey, how's it going?
How's it
A
going?
little old lady just like, hey, what's up?
That's the assassin right there. Get her.
Oh, hello. On a natural 2 on a perception check. They can't see.
That poor woman. Anyway,
Is this my house? As she walks into a giant boulder. Nope.
Oh my god.
maybe Milo should run for mayor and bring better healthcare to this place. Anyway, let's get to it.
I would like the 4 of you talking about this to please make a stealth check.
Sure. Well, poo. 22.
16.
24.
25.
You guys continue to walk back towards and find and smell something good coming from the Goggins residence. And Milo, we're gonna come back to you for a moment here. Your mom is currently in the kitchen. She is most assuredly talking the entire time to you and filling the silence until you decide to break yours.
Following the domino thing, and probably another 10 or 15 minutes, she's up getting ready for dinner, doing her preparations. It doesn't take long for him to get up and at first wordlessly start to help. For obvious reasons, Milo's always been a mama's boy. So some of the basic kitchen tasks are things he will have helped before, cutting vegetables, setting up plates. There's a whole bunch of really horrible facial expressions going on right now in the chat.
Sorry, I just read that someone spent 76 gold on the food that you guys had. So,
oh Jesus,
the amount of food that is coming back is truly monstrous. There is like a wagon load coming back with these guys. Half a wagon full. It's very expensive.
That's a lot of food.
That's still a lot of fucking food.
You only meet one of the party's mothers the second time once.
Yeah,
Mrs.
so he's
Goggins has the staff of the woodlands with like with bags hanging off of either ends.
Yeah, so he's helping her cook, and as he helps, probably taking her direction, he's still not a very good cook. He just that's helped her in the kitchen. He is thinking of what all of the current situation could mean. And I was going to ask before we went on break, I didn't get the opportunity. Milo is a much smarter person than I am. Would there be any dots he would be able to connect about the situation with like an investigation or knowledge arcana or some kind of check as he's sitting there rolling all of this information over while he goes through the motions of Eberron?
What I mean about the current situation, meaning what exactly?
Milo feels trapped right now. He can't stay because they have shit to do.
Mm-hmm.
He can't leave because he doesn't actually know fully the nature of the threat to his mother. All he really knows is it didn't happen at all because he came. Leaving won't make her safe, and he can't take her anywhere to be safe. Which he also knows the boundaries of his spells. He can't just cast it again and be like, aha, yes, give me answer. So he is trying to connect pieces or dots to get more of a picture of, if not what the specific nature of the threat is, at least where he can begin.
Give me an insight check.
Insight with intelligence?
Insight check.
Damn. Gotta ask. 16.
16. Not bad. With a 16, your mom just sticks a spoon in your hand and says, "Don't stop staring, okay? That's all you gotta do. Start slower. There you go, just like that." Sweetheart, just sort of pats you on your shoulders. You're just sort of thinking and sauteing whatever is in front of you and keeping it from burning to the bottom of this pot. I can't take her with me because it's not going to solve the problem. Also, you have other places to be at this point, and with you, to be completely honest, is probably the most dangerous place for her to be. You being here mitigated it, meaning that your presence here has stopped something from happening to your mother. Okay? As we've seen above table, a matter of seconds. That last answer, something to solve it. What would solve this problem? What would stop the danger? Would be for you to die. I think with a 15 insight or 16 insight, I don't think you get any strong feelings one way or the other, but your presence here on the island has altered a timeline, and you're now in a different course of events, which Milo above everybody would know that this is now uncharted territory, especially if you have altered something just by being here. But that would seem to insinuate that whatever's behind it is aware that you are here. That's what you get on a 16.
Gotcha. So he's still isn't aware if he leaves that she'll just immediately, that 37-second timer starts again.
You're not entirely sure. You don't, with the 16 insight, you don't know if something like this would chase you or has the means to chase you. There's just too many unanswered questions.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what he's doing for the...
Yeah, mulling it over while you're cooking with your mom. Your mom, again, just fills the silence with her voice, and it's... I don't know how much comfort Milo can have, but if there's one thing that I could think is probably the most comforting thing that could happen would be his mother filling this space with the smells of good food and her voice. And may take Milo back, maybe just for a moment, out of the situation of trying to figure out what's going to go wrong next to a more peaceful time in Sharn. Before the gangs, before the schools. And then Kaushik and Everett walk in. Your dad rinsing some grease off of his hands with a rag, also off of his eyes, and then hands that same oily rag over to Kaushik. He says, "Thank you for your help. I appreciate that." And I'm actually going to get it to him on time. On time for me, at least.
Work difficulties?
Yeah, you could say that. Your friend helped me out, though. She said you taught her a lot, so she was helping me out.
Smile and nod.
Doesn't say anything, just kinda... He's ruminating on what he could have taught Kaushik that then Kaushik could have helped his father with, because that's just a bunch of stuff that's not connected at all.
Your mother will clarify really quickly because she goes to brag on Everett and she says, "Your father," and she like tries to whisper it to you. She says, "Your father took some night classes over at Sean Tech. He's like some online night classes. He's still doing really well for himself. He's fixing up some of the local ships and stuff." So,
Darn Tech.
yeah, it started out as this.
Engineering school?
Yeah, well, no, it's just a little certificate program that he went to, but he had to find something to do out while he was out here, and he found one of the old textbooks, and well, one thing led to another. You should be very proud of him. I know
Like my old textbooks.
Yeah. Seems like he got scooped up and while we were trying to just pack all of our luggage, something got scooped up, and well.
Kaushik's gonna say the name of the textbook. I can't remember it off the top of my head. Some of the artificery or whatever, but
Yeah, I got the name of it for you because I have it written
yeah.
down.
Done anything like that in so long myself. Do you want to take a look at it after work? Or after dinner?
He does have some really interesting things actually in that workshop. You might be interested to see. Shoots a look over at him, at his father. He probably knows I'm talking about the little kobold.
Doesn't even register that you look over at him. As soon as Milo says you want to go take a look, you talking to me? You want to go over there with me?
Yes. Why?
Yeah. We can. No. Yeah. Absolutely. We can go look at it. Yeah. We can do that. You want to do that right now?
Just keeps...
I can take over for you.
Your mother takes the spoon out of your hand and continues doing it. Tosh will help me. Go with your father.
Yes, Mom.
He just kind of like awkwardly, mechanically turns and will
lead the way, I guess.
Yeah, it's not too far. You follow me. And you guys walk out. We'll say this is still during you guys' conversation and walking back because you've had to mosey a little bit while discussing strategy. But every time... oh, go ahead.
It's fine. Go ahead.
No. Go.
I was just gonna say, once they end up walking out, I'm gonna walk over to Audrey and start helping her out in the kitchen, and say to her, "I saw his football entry for his certificate. You guys must have been missing Milo really bad, huh?"
Who's Otto? Yeah, we were missing.
Your grandson.
What? Do you actually say that?
No,
Does Kaushik
I
slip
don't
up and say Otto?
misspeak.
No? Okay.
No, I don't. Kashi doesn't speak.
Okay. All right.
She has good brain. Vinny has bad brains. Worms for brains.
No worries. She goes, yeah, that was one of his first projects over there, and I recorded it for him. It's one of his entries for that. He's well, you know, with the way things ended, he's been trying, and he's been doing really good. So, yeah, stir this for me, darling. Just steps across. Everett walks with you there, Milo. The rest of you probably showing up after they get into the garage, after Everett and Milo get to the garage.
The garage is a completely enclosed space. Yeah,
completely enclosed. You probably see some torchlight and stuff out the front. It's got like a very small sign out of the front that just says Ed's shop or something like that. Just very minimal marketing here. But you see the small flicker, and you see Milo and Everett walking off that direction. They're probably at the mouth of it walking in right now. So you guys get there with a tremendous load of groceries. At this point, the sun is almost completely low, and it's night outside, and it's dark. Audrey goes, oh, that's a lot. All right, yeah, just put it. I don't know if we have enough counter space, but start using the tables. You can use the couch as well. Wherever you need to put it, you can just put it, and we'll get busy.
Like all the bags that Pip's carrying are like she's not bringing them inside. There's just all kinds of weird and new island alcohol. Yeah, absolutely. Turns out this is also a grocery store and a liquor store.
It's all in one.
All in
Passing it outside, like around the corner, not even by the front door, like, you know.
You never been to like one of those lake stores that are pretty much like one half of it's liquor and the other half of it's just like basic needs and groceries and stuff? It's just like
Hell
that.
yeah.
Except for
Also known as
upstairs.
grocery shopping in Yuma.
Yeah.
All right. So wait, where is Everett and Milo?
They went to Everett's workshop. It's right down the beach there. It's a stone's throw.
All right. Okay, well, I'm going to get out of your clothes. If they're just going to be walking about the place, there's no reason for me to be a decoy as beautiful as you are, ma'am. You are shorter than I am comfortable with.
I am 4'11" and a half, thank you.
Yeah,
but I will take the compliment.
Arsham starts to do this, but he's like, nope, not going to do that. That's inappropriate. And just goes off into the back room, already taking this lady's clothes off.
Gotcha. Audrey will say, I did send a quick message over, and there are a couple of huts above us that are very, very close by for you to sleep in. Unless you just want to have a floor party here, it's perfectly okay as well. But in case you do want your privacy, there are a couple of huts that are vacant since it's the off season right now.
Yeah, we're probably going to be going under the island for some interesting discoveries. Artyom makes sure he walks back out of the back part of the hut, half naked, and is in the area of the thing. And he's like, let's just not worry about it. We're going to go for a very long swim. Let's go.
Pip will take off Everett's clothes and put him in the corner. And she's walking over with some of the fruit. And she's like, can you show me how to get this? Can you show me how to prepare it?
A pineapple. Yeah.
Yes, please.
She takes it, shows you, pours it chops it up. It's does it? Do you have? Oh, you have 17 pineapples. All right. Well, this is gonna take a little bit of time. Here's a knife. You can help me. Like hands you a knife over as well.
I'm glad to do it. I know you're busy, but yes, I'll be glad to do it. And she's just gonna like post up at the table with knives and just like going to town, cutting up fruit and eating it and all the stuff.
I think Pip is quite skilled with a dagger that maybe like this, maybe food preparation is not your focus, but you're quite deft with a dagger, so it comes to you very easily. It's like, oh, have you done this before? You work in a restaurant?
Exactly. But I've done some preparation in the past.
Okay, where's about you from?
A little slicing and dicing, if you will.
Okay. All right. Like a butcher's warehouse or something? Like a...
Archie will cough.
Like that.
She's from Shard.
Oh, you're from Sean.
Something like that. I am. Well, yes, that's where I spend most of my adult life. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Where at?
I'm sorry?
Where at? Where'd you stay at?
Oh, it was here and there, the lower levels mostly.
Oh,
She worked for a butcher.
You worked for a butcher.
I did.
Okay, well, it's honest work.
I did. I thought so.
Oh.
It was very straightforward.
Making money's making money. No one can fault you for
It
that,
is.
right? As long as you're making an
It
honest
is.
living.
Absolutely. And you take care of those around you, right?
Absolutely. I like Artyom.
Come back in the room, starting to get all the spiky, thorny armor on, and like, yeah, she's a character for sure.
It's just like filling up bowls with fresh fruit and like setting them around and like whatever Kaushik's doing, Pip's doing like the behind the scenes like sous chefy type stuff to be in the background.
Well, you guys
Mise en place.
prep and move things around, getting ready to explore what might be beneath the surface of this dark water. And I am gonna say again, it's dark outside just for everybody's sake. However, leaving either Everett, leading you over to the workshop, not very far from the home. Pretty long and slim workshop that you see there, Milo. And it's much like I explained it to Kaushik. He has a small sky carriage in there, very, very messy. He's got tools sort of laying across the bench with a bunch of different crystals that have been changed out, new crystals to replace old ones. And without a perception check, you're coming in here to sort of look around and see what he's got going on. You see that a freshly like fixed sky carriage for someone. He's got like a name and a book. Someone's supposed to be here to pick it up. They were supposed to be here 2 days ago, and it just looks like postpone notes on it. And then looking around, you see one of your old textbooks on the workbench itself, and it's the basics of Arcanotech and its applications in mechanical engineering. And it's something that you read a long time ago. You're like, this is something I read while I was still living in my parents' apartment in Sharn, like 11 years old. I read this and it was done, sort of deal. You see your father has reclaimed it with his own notes and highlights, and you can see a couple of like frustration dog ears and like beginnings of the books to tear in half and then just like tape back together. And you see his certificate as well on the on like a pinup board under a bunch of different like appointment notes and stuff. You see a certificate from Sharn Tech, from like a night school around Sharn. This is like a small, and it's in the principles of Arcanotech and mechanical engineering.
Probably just transfixed by that.
Yeah.
Context: Milo was afraid to get spam calls at 8 o'clock at night. He was afraid to do much checking in on them in his time away. Shame, fear, all the many things to not look. This is new to him in a world where not much is. So
Holy shit. Sorry.
No, yeah, no, it surprised me too. Not, if I'm being real with you, it was not easy. Hey, I made you something. And he goes over and grabs a small, like, orange tinted metal kobold. And he takes it across his desk and pulls it back. And like a wind-up toy, and when he's done with it, he lets it go and it waddles forth, and you see like a flint on a lighter, like a flint in the wheel on a lighter, in the back of its throat just starts spewing out sparks and stuff in front of it. He says it's a silly little thing, but
This is so fucking cool, Dad. I've missed you a whole lot.
He cries immediately, just tears.
Oh no, I
Yeah,
didn't
no,
mean to.
Yeah, no, I missed you too. Yeah, I missed you a lot.
About y'all a lot over the years, I guess. I know how long it's been. I always wondered how we're doing. I'm glad to see that you have expanded your horizons.
he says, looking at the certificate again.
Yeah, I mean, your mom and me, we had to make a living out here. We couldn't just keep depending on that money that you gave us whenever we left. So your mom's doing great too. She's doing some like aerobics classes or something on the beach here, like keeping the locals, and they love her. And this is what I'm doing, and it's good. It's good to get away. It's good to get away from Sean. Yeah. How have you been? What have you been up to? No, last time we kind of left things, it wasn't the best.
He has the look on his face like he doesn't know what his dad's talking about for a second, and then just comprehension. He's like,
Oh yeah. Forgot about that. Very busy. A lot of travel.
I bet you're doing big things out there.
she like freezes and
Bigger than I'd like.
Hey, not to muck up the mood or anything like that, but listen. Talking about how we left things. I don't expect you to forgive me. I don't know if I'll ever forgive myself for what happened. But
I forgave you long ago. Artyom would say in the past, right?
yeah, it's
Ancient
in the
history.
past.
more ancient than he knows.
Just so you understand, those guys showed up. They showed me pictures of your apartment, a couple of dead guys laying around. Milo, they said you had stole something from them and killed to get it. I thought I had already lost you, my boy.
Made a lot of stupid mistakes. Haven't really stopped doing that, but
Yeah, me too.
just mistakes. Bouncing back here, right? Setting up, living, taking care of Mom, letting her take care of you. Y'all happy here?
I think so. Yeah.
And
Mind?
he kind of gestures at some of the tools and stuff.
Go ahead. You probably better at any of this stuff than I'll ever be, so please be my guest.
Kind of idly, as any rest of the conversation, he'll tinker together whatever simple little trinket there's the stray parts for.
Realize that things are very dangerous right now.
Yeah.
Not just here, but on a bigger scale.
Something that happened back at Sean?
But me and my friends are going to be very busy, and in case I don't get the opportunity to tell you or Mom as regularly as I would like, that'd be a lot. Right? And it sounds awkward because for the parent, but out of y'all here.
He looks at his dad like almost guiltily at the gall of being proud of your parents.
Just I love you too, kid. And yeah, we you know what? It's been a while since I've been proud of myself too, so it's good to hear that you are.
We all have opportunities for change in one direction or another.
Absolutely.
That part said, looking down the drink.
Well, this is really cool, and
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say about it.
Right. Yeah. No. Absolutely. It's small, but you know, it does the trick. Well, let's go grab some grub. Yeah.
Right. Looked like they splurged a bit on.
They did what on our groceries? Sweet cut.
Overspent, Dad. Overspent.
Oh, okay. So you walk back into the house, cooking plates everywhere in this like decent sized little area. But you are joined back in once more with all of your friends, and Everett Goggins back inside.
Oh, DM, I meant to say this earlier. I'm not sure. Retcon it, but since it's very minor and very narrative, basically he would be using minor image to conceal his weapons.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's fine.
Well, let's eat.
Yeah.
All right, performance check.
No, as soon as Archie was done dressing, Gandalf would have been like,
Yeah.
all right, let's go.
Yeah, we'll collect everyone up. I guess go fetch Milo from the workshop and like, okay, Milo, we got to go find some dragons in the water.
What?
What?
Yeah, there's a dragon in the water.
Why?
What?
It might be able to help us out, or it could be an ally. We're at war. Both on Corvair and multiplanar invasion, so allies are allies. If we're here while in the neighborhood, say hello to your friendly dragon and ask for help, right?
Or dinner when we're all beat to shit.
No, we'll be fine.
We do not have time.
Someone should stay.
We need to be
When is
back.
the last time you took a rest?
We can take a.
Exhaustion.
We don't have to make this this dragon angry. Just see what the situation is and then go from there.
I don't care. Have we had a rest since the Mornlands? I don't think we have.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we had a few rests in some
Since the Mornlands, yes. The last long rest y'all had.
That's what
Oh, that was a year
It's
ago.
like 2. Yeah.
Yeah, it was last year.
Wow.
We haven't long rested since the last fight that we've had.
No, absolutely not. You guys woke up from saving some folks over at Thronehold, got through your day in Korth, got assaulted by the multiple versions of Milo's, and this is that night.
Yeah. So it's been we slept
Okay.
last night.
Yeah, last night. No one's exhausted, but you have spent some resources on.
yeah.
We fought the Milos. We haven't rested since we fought the Milos.
I thought we haven't rested since the tower, to be honest.
No, we had a long
Like the
rest after
mountain?
we.
Oh no, the tower. Okay, gotcha.
You would be dead.
Yeah.
that you would have hit 6 levels of exhaustion a while ago.
Yeah, no, you guys had a long. You were exhausted the night before or the night after the Accords because you stayed up until like 7, 8 a.m. rescuing folks, and then you slept for that day. Woke up. That's when the speech happened and all that other stuff in Korth happened, and then that's when Milo came back. I will say I think all of your charges for the ruby have been used in getting rid of levels of exhaustion for you, Kaushik, because you had 3 levels of exhaustion.
Right.
Yeah. So
Only got rid of 2 of them, so I still have a level.
you have
I
1
think.
charge, and you have 1 level of exhaustion still.
Yes.
Long story short, I can get away to where all of us can safely go and explore whatever's underneath the water.
We do not have time.
And rushing into danger when you are ill prepared is also bad.
It's either check this out or we need to head back to Korth now. Choose.
We'll meet it in the middle. We'll go check this out, come back, have some food, and then we'll go back to Korth.
Sweetheart, you gotta eat no matter who you are.
That's right, even King said. Did you guys know the Ganduin's a king?
A king? Like a king?
Yeah, like a Karnath.
Oh! Your Highness. It's like curtsies to you.
Please don't. Please don't.
Oh,
all right.
Let's go.
So we'll be right back. We're just gonna go see some dragons underneath your island or something.
all right, we'll get back before everything gets cold. I'll cover some things up. We'll keep something on the stove for you.
Pip's sitting cross-legged with a bowl of fruit in the corner, and she's just like, I'll stay.
Yeah, it was already walked outside.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go.
Well, yeah, all right. Yeah. Okay.
Great.
All right. So do you know in the direction we need to be going, or just under the water? Okay.
Underneath the island.
Oh, come on.
We'll
Let's
We'll let the men's handle the dragon.
Well, everyone. Wait. Oh, Kaushik's not coming too.
Zeus coming with whatever piece of meat he could grab and just.
Well,
Alright.
if y'all want me to come since Pip's
Dragons.
saying I can, but I volunteered to stay because I need somebody.
I'm not
to stay,
gonna
so.
tell you what you want to do.
I mean,
It-
as RTM.
Oh, I mean, we can always use an extra healer if we need it or something like that if things get bad.
All right, Pip. Hold down the fort.
All right, you got it.
Or do you want Kaushik to stay since she can message us from long distances away? If assassins attack.
I thought you said there'd be no problems.
She's trying to eat her pineapple.
Okay, so you both are going to stay then. All right, whatever you want to do. We got to go now. Time is of the essence.
Okay, I'll stay. Okay, me and Pip are staying. Bye.
All right.
Okay, Pip and Kaushik are staying. Is anybody else staying at the Goggins residence?
That sounds like a negative.
No, but Milo would be like hugging Kaushik and
Please take care of them.
You know, I'll do everything I can.
another hug back to the group.
All right. And then Archon will direct everyone to wade out into the water, and then we're going to animal shape us into giant snapping turtles.
You know,
We-
do wild
We can't talk.
Oh, yeah, you don't need to talk.
Sure.
Do you do telepathic bond beforehand? Actually, give me a second.
Yeah, I would say we definitely need to do telepathic bond beforehand. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, you do telepathic bond. Where are you casting that at, or going to cast that at?
Cast it out on the beach, get some fresh air.
Okay.
Why would Archie
Back
want
of the
to
dragon turtle.
stay inside?
Okay.
It's like assassination arrow into Archie while he's casting telepathic bond.
Not into our team.
Oh shit.
Do you ever worry about something as a DM? And
Ooh.
when it happens, you have to come to terms with the choice you made.
Well, I guess Milo should have stayed back at the house, huh?
Yes, I have done that.
Yeah, the one time I fired a missile and party wiped everyone.
I haven't, but in general in life, yes. Not as a DM, I've never DM'd, but in life in general, yes.
Milo, please make a Constitution saving throw.
This is pretty good, right? Flash of genius.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Take that minus
Um,
one.
It's important.
I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that this isn't a spell.
No.
Poison.
19.
Okay,
That's pretty good.
that's good. That's very good.
So auto next week then. Cool. We brought Milo back to his parents just to die in their front yard.
All according to plan.
Oh no.
That boy, whispering numbers. He's having to write them down as he goes.
My absolute favorite part of D&D is when the DM is like, make a saving throw, and there's absolutely no explanation.
Milo, you are going to take 246 points of damage.
Whoa!
That is
A lot?
that's
Holy shit.
is there a body left?
What type of damage?
Emotional.
Fucking seriously. No, that's what I'm taking
You
right
are
now.
not wrong.
Holy 246.
246. Do you have psychic resistance? This is not that.
I do.
It's not.
Could I inquire as to the source in case there was literally anything I could have done to mitigate it?
Tell me what you think you can do before I talk about the source, because we need to describe what happens here.
Gotcha.
Contingency? Question mark?
I did not clarify contingency ahead of time, so.
Oof. Oof.
Unless you'll let me retcon that.
5th level false life.
Yeah, I'm just scrolling through the spells real quick that are even possible for reaction. Would be counterspell, shield.
Can't take a reaction when you're surprised.
Oh.
So other than that, unless there's going to be a ret contingency, then I don't think there's anything I can.
Very well.
Can I ask a quick question?
Sure.
So is this happening immediately as I walk out the door?
As they walk out, yeah. A
Um,
couple of steps out.
I guess I'll wait for you to describe what happens because I do need to know if there is a body still.
Sure, yeah. No, we can
Or
definitely talk
hold
about
on.
that.
Actually, just give me literally 2 seconds.
Okay.
Or maybe a little longer than 2 seconds, but like 3-4 seconds so I can read something. I don't think it matters. Can I just say that, well, you can tell me if it matters or not. As soon as it happens to Milo, can I use my life turner?
We need to see if it kills Milo here. And you
Okay.
are also surprised, which I believe Life Turner takes your reaction.
It's a reaction. Yeah, you're correct. Okay.
Milo, does
Wait,
this...
does it take a reaction? Yeah,
Yes.
okay, it does, yeah. Yeah. It
Life
does.
Turner takes a reaction. Milo, does that damage bring you to death?
Oh, like instant death? I'm pretty sure it does. Even if my max hit points were not reduced. What did you say the total was?
246.
Even if my max hit points were not reduced, that would still be over my total health by twice.
Okay.
Holy fuck.
You all watch Ganowin. You're walking out. Artyom walking out right behind him. Milo hugs Kaushik. Azur, you walk out with them, correct? Because everybody else is going with the exception of Pip and Kaushik.
Yeah.
Crowley behind. Azur behind. Milo hugs Kaushik. Turns around, steps out. Probably a couple of steps off the porch. Milo's such a clean shot. You can't talk. You can't. And you bring your hand up to your throat as a bolt is sticking straight through it. Black ichor seeps down your fingers. And Milo Goggins falls to the ground dead in front of all of you. I need everybody to roll initiative for me, please, and we're going to launch Tailspire.
Oh, balls! Oh,
I still don't get a reaction. I still want to use that life turner.
son of a fucker!
So, I paused the music a little bit too early, so now we're just in silence, and it's real weird. But
Oh man.
I think we
Who is
deserve to
this?
sit in silence for a little bit.
Oh, silent.
I think we need that.
Right.
Oh, Milo boy, the pipes.
So, wait.
Well, you can say hello to Melgrim real quick.
Jesus
Good.
Christ.
Good answer, Ian. Good answer.
It's his turn now.
So many hours put into that Hero Forge model. I worked on that face for so long.
Fool of a took.
Was it a surprise face?
Boy didn't even get the chance to make a surprise face. What?
Has everybody seen Kingdom of Heaven?
That's how I'd want to go out.
He didn't even get to do what the German did. He didn't even get to fucking go down, fight with a crossbow bolt in his turret. He just holy
Okay. Well, now I gotta change the music.
fuck's sake! 246 damage in one attack.
Well, I'm assuming it's an assassin, right? That's
I'm
gotta
assuming
be
it's an
I
assassin
hope-
and
I hope
probably
that's
with,
a
like-
crit.
Purple worm poison or some shit. Like,
Well, there's a con save in there, I'm sure.
yeah, he made a con
Yeah.
save. What does purple worm poison do? Like 20 d6 poison damage or some shit? It's a lot. I don't know how much it is.
Okay.
Plenty.
How many d6 does it do to him?
P for plenty.
Hella.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Shit. That was
is
worth
it-
a shot.
Everybody in Telspire?
Yes,
I
sir.
am.
I'm looking at a pink screen.
Yeah, you're
I'm
about.
looking at the boat.
Well, here, I'll go ahead and summon those of you. And when you're in here, just give me a heads up. I'm gonna go ahead and summon folks so because I know we're.
The haters. Guys, this is gonna be quick. Whoa!
Oh shit! Look at this
Holy
place.
shit! This island's a lot steeper than I expected.
Beautiful. Oh, I love this.
This is definitely a dragon turtle.
It's stunning.
And I'm gonna go ahead and bring everybody to our new battle map screen. Oh Lord. Wait. There we go. Sorry, folks. Hey, I gotta make sure the stream can see the island. Considering what Kaushik's talking about doing. Okay. Yep, I haven't placed any models on the ground yet. Okay. Mm-hmm. Gotcha. I'll summon you right now. There you go. Oh wait, actually. Some of you have new models that I need to worry about. Yes. Okay, there's that. I have Milo on the ground here. No, I need. So sorry, guys. Trying to get because there are some models that we need to link real quick. Azure. RT. We have Azure's model. Yes, we can hear you. Oh. No, it's not that. It's I don't have the right audio output for here for this screen. That's okay. Nothing important's happening at the moment. I don't think anybody can hear anything in Skype, as a matter of fact. That's
Talking. I'm speaking with my mouth.
now everybody should be able to hear you.
Woo!
Hey, hello.
Okay. Now we got new RTM right here as well. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't get the right
Anyways.
throw some. There you go. And then we have one more with our good King Gandalf, if I can find him.
God
There he
damn,
is,
Artyom, chill out, bro.
who is leading the pack over here.
My boy wiggling.
New model. Who this?
Player permission.
Look at him.
There we go. Okay, so you guys were heading out this way.
Artyom looks so angry.
Well, I mean, we use it for combat, not for social encounters. And fucking mad in combat.
Like I got little skeletons on my base.
You guys can place yourself right around there. Just place yourself in about the order that we talked about as you exited. I know the huts aren't built to scale. They are just simple little huts for us. to look at.
Those are so shiny. Look at him.
Or Milo. Let's see the new model.
Okay,
Oh, that's messed up. Yeah, he's over there. He's on the ground.
he's on the ground currently. Very well. Are we good to go now? All right, wonderful.
Oh shit! Initiative. Need to roll
Initiative.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Solid.
Mine was shit. I'm gonna keep it
Solid.
real with you.
Give me 1 second.
Not good. Not good at all. Hey, bullets. Hey.
Shit.
Okay.
All right, we'll worry about that. 30 to 25. Just want to make sure.
26.
26 for Crowley.
Of course. 24.
24 for Azure. 25 to 20.
23.
Oh wait. Hold on.
Roll your
Uh,
D8.
Yeah, I forgot. 27 for Artyom.
27 for Artyom.
It was a dirty 20, but roll a 7 on the dice.
Very nice. Okay. With that, 20 to 15.
Keep going.
15 to 10.
13.
12.
Yikes.
I rolled a 4.
13, 12.
Have we had a short rest since the Milo fight?
I will be kind here and say yes.
Okay.
Yes, it allows you to do walking on your short rest. So yes, you've had a short rest at this point.
Cool.
Okay. Who else am I missing? Milo, what's your initiative, my boy? I still want you to roll.
From beyond the grave.
Noted.
Hey man, we can fix death
I don't
nowadays.
need to make death saving throws.
It's not a perfect.
17. Sorry.
17. Pip, what was yours?
23.
All right. I have Ganwin. I have Artyom. I have Azure. I have Crowley. I have Milo. I have Pip. Caution. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Applying turn order. What was your initiative there, Artyom?
27.
27. You will be going first.
All right.
Yes, CR assailant.
Yeah, is there any immediate evidence of like this person or entity or anything that shot this, like without needing to make a perception check?
You look around and you see shadows. It is dark.
It's dark.
Correct.
Okay. So this is the first time that Artyom's doing this. He is going to it'll be a weird casting of the spell because he's kind of crying out and it's sort of like an adrenaline pump moment, and he is going to explode in light and turn into a large coatl.
Okay. Alrighty. Would you like to explain to everybody what a coatl is?
Yeah, it's one of the creatures that sent him forward in time, or at least had him in stasis until he got popped out in the swamps a few years ago. It is a large serpent-like creature with big flappy wings, and it is radiating light.
How much light?
Let me look.
Hell, right? All of it.
I'm going to apologize for what I turn you into. There's no beautiful coatls
No,
on
you're
here.
fine. You're
but,
fine.
That's what you
Ah!
Yeah, that'll do.
What the fuck?
It's
And
a
our-
buck-tooth coatl.
Are coatl's large?
This one is.
Okay.
Or that's a
Yeah.
fucking
You're
cloaker.
your special one. There you go.
Why is it called a cloaked thing?
Hey, DM, for cinematic reasons, could I get summoned to the board?
Yes.
Bro, Milo's shooting the ground. with the way he's prone. Gat.
Okay.
Letting the sand know.
So is that your action or your bonus action?
That is my action.
Okay.
And
what spell is this? Just remind me.
This is shape change.
Shape change right on top of you. Go. All right. And you said you're radiating light, so we're gonna enable a torch. And what's that light radius on you?
Well, I think it's technically not. It doesn't actually radiate light. I don't think. I thought it did.
Okay.
But I'm not seeing it in here.
No worries.
So,
you could say you
all right.
radiate some light from your teal scales outward a little bit, just not enough to light the area.
Yeah.
Sort of a silvery light shining through the teal scales.
Does anything seem immediately different with 120 feet of true sight?
With 120 feet of true sight. No, nothing. I was about to measure it out, but with 120 feet of true sight, nothing seems different here. This is exactly as it seems.
Okay.
You don't see any illusions. You don't see any shape changers around you. Crowley probably looks a bit odd to you, but that conversation has been had before. And you would see Pip in her changeling form.
Okay. In that case, so we saw Milo bolt, right? So we know we have at least a direction that it came from. He didn't like hit and spin or anything like that. So we kind of have at least like a 90-degree cone that we feel comfortable that the bolt came from.
Give me a quick survival check.
Sure. That is a 27.
Yeah, easily with a quick survival check. Somewhere. It's not going as tall as I want it to, but that arrow could have been shot from anywhere on this mountainside at the moment.
I will fly 120 feet right here. Okay. I'm sorry, no, I'll fly 120 feet about right there, and then 20 feet above that.
Yeah, I'll make you fly real quick and go ahead and place yourself where you would like to be.
All right. Whoops. I can't actually move that many.
Game tools, player permission. You have permission over it. Try moving it now.
Not letting me get grabby on it.
What about now?
Nope.
Your tailspire is broken. Are you signed into Steam?
I am.
What the heck? I have you selected. I'm not sure why.
So that dot right there up on the side of it, can you just put me right there and then 20 feet up in the air from that dot?
So right about here?
Yeah.
Is that what you're looking for?
That's what I'm looking for, and then I'm going to restart Tailspire. That happens. That's my action. That's my movement. And with me still being 120 feet away from my homies, I will speak into their heads. Somewhere from up the mountain. I'm looking for him now.
Okay.
Gates.
All right.
And that's my turn.
Artyom first to act, and almost immediately with seeing this arrow sink in, Milo falls to the ground. I don't even know if Artyom realizes Milo is dead at this point, but it's certainly a deadly blow. Rockets off to the top of the mountain. That is gonna bring us to something else real quick.
Something or someone. Spooky, scary skeleton.
This is actually.
This is a big ass skeleton.
Shut up.
For reasons for this combat, I'll actually ask everybody to make sure you have your stream minimized and not looking at it currently.
I am not.
One moment.
I am deep in the stat
Done.
blocks.
Deep in the stat
That is
blocks.
so bright. Do I have a less bright option? There we go.
Okay. You're there. What's your AC, Artyom?
Currently 19.
Okay.
Bro, what? Look at that. Where that thing armor at? Look at it. It's a little flying stingray.
Artyom, can you please make me a Constitution saving throw?
Okay, is this a magic or spell-based effect?
No.
Okay. 26.
Okay.
Holy shit!
Succeed. Do you have any resistances or immunities?
Damage resistance are radiant, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from radiant, and then bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks, and immune to frightened, exhausted, and charm.
Okay. Very well. You're going to take 36 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Followed by 22 points of poison damage.
Okay.
Less than 246.
And I need you to make me a... is that spell concentration?
It is. I
is.
just rolled a 17 with advantage in the concentration plus 6, I think.
Okay, and your DC right here is 36 plus 22, which
58
is
halved.
58 halved to 26. So what was your total?
It's 29.
Well, do I still get... I guess I don't get my tattoo benefit in this. So, yeah. Or, no, actually, I keep my constitution from this. So that is 17 plus 7 is 24. Does that make it?
Your DC is 26 at the moment.
Okay, let me make sure. What if Warcaster gives me any bonus.
Yeah. You just have advantage, I believe, is what Warcaster does for you.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I lose concentration from that. That's not great.
Make a dexterity saving throw for me. Unless you have a reaction to stop yourself from falling.
Give me 1 second.
No worries.
All right.
This is not good.
Yeah, I guess that's it. So yeah, dexterity saving throw as regular old Artyom. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 is enough. You do not fall prone. 2d6 worth of fallen damage for the 20 feet that you're up. To Artyom's form, you'll take 3 plus another 3, 6. Have actually halved, but since you succeeded on the saving throw. As another, and you'll land with it in your side. Looking at it, another poison arrow hits you, and then gets to make another attack.
Holy shit.
Does a 21 hit your AC?
It does. My AC is currently 20.
Okay.
I'm sorry, what was that 2d6 damage?
You did 3. You took 3 points of damage from it.
Okay.
So 6. Okay. 8. I need you to please make me another Constitution saving throw.
All right.
Oh my god.
That Constitution saving throw is 19.
Okay. Shit. I shouldn't have done that like that. Fuck. I have to re-roll damage. Sorry.
Is this a poison?
Yes, it is.
Okay, 19.
Guys, we're gonna get party wiped by one guy.
On a 19, you're going to take 2. And you're currently resistant to poison, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Have to again down to 10 points of poison damage.
So it's 10 points of poison and how much piercing?
I believe 10. I need to.
Okay.
I'll have to go back up to my rolls. Give me a second. Why isn't it showing my rolls? I think it's 10. Yes, it is. It's 10.
Okay.
Okay. And then that happens. Okay.
Oh, hold on.
What's up?
That I rolled a 17, so that should have been a 29. I do get to keep the Constitution saving throw from the Planetar, so it's a 29 save.
29 save.
made-
17 plus 12.
Okay,
Yeah.
which means you would have made it.
Okay.
Right?
Woo!
29 would have, yes.
That,
Because
yeah,
your DC
29
was 28.
was the DC exactly. Because it was
wonderful.
58 halved.
Okay. So you succeed on that. You took that damage to your planetar form. Oh Lord, I just teleported you into the earth, I think.
I'm
Good,
sorry.
good hiding spot.
I'm
Good hiding
sorry.
spot.
Earth elemental time.
So
What?
it was 58 on the first one, and then the
You-
damage
You keep
The
going
damage-
further under earth.
was 10
And then 10.
plus
It was double up
22 poison damage,
20.
half down because I'm not resistant to the poison damage anymore. So that would have been 32 on that. So a total of
For that one, it would have been 10 piercing and 39 poison.
But the poison was halved down because of
Because
the
you
success on
succeeded,
the
so
saving
20.
throw.
Yeah, so 20 points of poison damage.
So
And that-
20.
okay.
And now I have
So 30,
to
nice.
bring you back from the depths.
So
As well-
88. 88.
88.
damage total
Okay.
Is what you're looking at to the planetar, or your coatl form.
Yeah. Which is essentially a reskin Planetar. Spoiler alert. There you go.
So we enable flying. I have to give you permission again because I haven't made these fucking unique, but that's fine. Throw some. And we're just going to say you're a planetar for right now so we don't take up any more time. So you're
Yeah.
flying right there.
Woo!
That's fine. Here, we'll make you large. Big RTM.
Bartium.
It's just the Coatl body with his normal RTM head. This is the most cursed thing in the world.
Okay.
Ew.
Ending your turn there. That is going to bring us to Crowley, and then Azur, you are on deck. Crowley, what you doing, fam?
Oh man, that's funny. Anyway, go on.
With it taking these two shots at me, do I see it at all, or is it still completely invisible?
You do not see it at all.
So can I tell? Do I have a better sense of where these bolts are impacting me from? Is it like from the front, from below?
Oh, it is. Oh, yeah, no. It is impacting you. You cannot see it at the moment. Let me actually make sure I'm doing this by the book. What is your passive perception as a planetar? I don't think it might be this, but you're level 17, so shit might be crazy.
The passive perception's plus 11, so 21.
So 21. Okay.
Passive perception's 21.
Okay, you do not see anything. But those shots hit you in the coatl gooch. So you
Brother.
you flew up and were nearly on top of something. That is going to bring us to Crowley's turn.
For some reason, I can't see Milo on the map. Sorry, but
He's right
is
there.
he right there?
Yep.
I would like to go up there, and we will try and grab him and pull him back to the hut.
Okay. Right. You know also that give me a quick medicine check there, Crowley. Very easy
medicine.
DC.
While he's saying that, I'll let the
Just the dice roll itself is 19.
Okay. I'll get to you in a second there, Kent. Crowley, you can easily tell that Milo is fully dead at this point. The arrow hit something vital. He has bled out the poison. He has black veins that sort of crawl up either side of his neck. He is fully dead. You also know that his mother and father are inside of the house at this moment. Just
I do.
for all context to be.
Okay.
I'll let you think on that. What were you saying there, RTM?
Since we're not 6 words off turn, I'll telepathically tell all the homies that are within 120 feet of me, it's somewhere right below me.
Okay.
And can I get a summon?
Yes.
No. Denied.
Oh no.
Now you just have to guess. It's like playing Battleship, but D&D combat. Good luck.
So it's gonna put us back on Crowley. Crowley, what you doing?
I would still like to move him.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know it's reduced, but he's right there, so I should be able to just grab him and take the 15 foot.
Okay.
Let me change that. Even if I'm not going inside, I want to get him over here to the side.
Okay. Yeah. That's easy peasy. Why are you ascending? There you go. You can easily drag him right there. That object interaction to grab him. Easy peasy. Use your movement to get him over there.
Right. Okay. So, why is that not disappearing? Okay. So that's all movement, no problem. Action, I'm going to cast, try to give everyone inspiration here that can hear me.
Yeah, I think everybody is still very much in range of you giving them inspiration. So you know the drill. Don't roll in that one.
Don't roll in that one.
I don't like the fact that you feel the need to say it out loud every time.
I'm just
Feels
waiting
like
for the
you're-
day. I'm waiting for the day.
Yeah.
I rolled a 4. Sorry, DM.
Oh, my day is not today. Neither is Milo's though. All right. Anything else for your turn there? I love you guys. You inspire everybody. Put your D12 to the side. That is gonna.
D12 to everyone. I'm done.
No bonus action for you.
No bonus action for me.
Okay. All right. In that case, that is going to bring us around to Azure. Azure, what would you like to do?
Oh boy. Artyom says somewhere below him.
Mhm.
With that information, what do I see? Do I need to make a pass more than a passive perception check?
You do not see anything from where you are currently. If you're going to spend your turn looking for the source of it, you absolutely could. It will be a disadvantage.
Huh?
It's nighttime. As light as it seems outside, it's darkness. Anything past your dark vision that you might have, but our team is well above 100 feet above you.
True.
This is true.
Yeah.
And I did summon Mazurk right beside you. I'll do that later.
Okay. Let's see. Excuse me. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 for a perception check.
Yeah.
You see RTM up there, but you don't see anything else.
Fuck. At this point, I will up onto Mazurth, and we're gonna go up as far as we can, calling out to Pip and Koshik. Pip, Koshik, get the fuck outside now.
Okay.
We're under attack.
And you can, using your bonus action right to tell Mazurth to dash. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're just going up towards where our team is?
Correct.
Okay. I'm just going to move you up here and kind of keep you and Mazurth together. Mazurth can move 80 feet. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to move you 80 feet in that case. 80 feet.
Boy.
80 feet will get you about right there. Does that look like where you want to be?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm just making sure I'm
fuck
flying you in
Yeah.
the right direction you want to be.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
That's perfect.
All right. Pip, Koshik, this is told to both of you at this point. You see Crowley. Actually, I'm going to ask for an off-turn perception check from both of you. Real quick. Just to kind of see where you're at in the situation, because surprised from the time before, but Pip eating a bowl of fruit, Koshik helping out, cooking in the kitchen. I just want to see if you see what Crowley drags off to the side.
23.
23.
25.
25. Both of you, sort of as you're setting plates on tables or moving an empty bowl, look outside and you see Crowley dragging the limp form of Milo off to the side of the door. Okay. That ends Azur's turn there. And I have to resolve something else.
Can I use off-turn words?
Absolutely. Please do.
When I see Crowley, dragging him, I'm gonna say as quiet as possible, but still with Crowley able to hear me. Take him to the workshop. If he can. Oh, I muted myself. I'm stupid.
No, we heard you.
No, you don't.
Okay, okay, I got you.
Yes. Absolutely. Shifty gaze.
Okay. Ending Azur's turn there. That is going to bring us in. Koshik yelling out, get him to the workshop. Pip, it is your turn, and you will see Everett and Audrey just sort of look over at the two of you in there. What's happening? Is everything okay?
DM, can I use my object interaction to shove Audrey and Everett down into their little hidey hole that they'd been hiding in before?
You can actually just tell them to do that if that's what you wanted to do. She's looking at you. She says, "What's going on?"
Okay, I think Pip would be physical about it. Like she would like grab them and be shoving them and being like, "There's an attack. I don't know what it is. Get down."
You take them by the arms, shove them towards their room. Everett, very quick about it, throwing the bed up, pushing getting Audrey by the hip down in front of them. They go down in the stairs. You see him open up an iron door, and he says, he looks at you, Pip, and he says, knock 7 times, and closes the door.
Perfect. And as he was doing that, she would have just said, like, as they were doing all that, no matter what you hear, do not come out and don't make a sound. And then she's gonna go outside.
Okay. We'll say to get outside after, because you wanted to be physical about it.
Yeah, because I want to be able to.
Yeah, you'll be like right outside, right here.
Right here. Okay, yeah. I was saying she doesn't know where to go anyway because she hasn't seen anything. So at this point, she's just trying to get outside and get a sense of what's going on. But she will go ahead and draw her bow. Can I do that well, or is that too much to do in one turn?
No,
okay.
No, you can draw your bow.
Okay, so she's got her bow drawn, and what the fuck is going on?
Okay, I'll say you still have an action left or a bonus action if there's anything you would want to do with either of those things.
Would I see? Would I be able to see where Azur was, or?
Oh, you can easily see where Azur. You see Azur rushing up the mountain on top of his Drake, and he is flying up there towards where you see. You haven't seen this form of Artyom before, but he turns into all sorts of things. You see a giant, like, teal reptile snake with white wings sort of glowing from within.
Okay, and would I have been able to hear Artyom too with his message, or was that only to the people that he had done the?
No. That is speaking directly into everyone's mind as my new form for the 120-foot telepathic communication.
Well, in that case, if I can see, then I'm gonna leap of faith, shoot an arrow.
You're just gonna shoot it up the mountainside.
Yeah, like if I heard, because he said it's underneath me, and if as I take all that in, I'm gonna like leap of faith that that's actually Artyom, and I'm gonna shoot underneath it.
Double
just
20
shoot towards this tree.
Yeah. It says 320 feet. Is it farther than 320 feet?
I don't think so. I don't think by any stretch of the imagination. I think the entirety of the island's like 500 feet. Yeah, no.
Okay.
I am gonna say.
Is that too much in one spot?
No. You're using your action to shoot an arrow up there. You shoot towards that. He said it's underneath him. You see a tree that's underneath him that would be good for hiding. You shoot an arrow, and it sails through the bushes, hits the side of the mountain. It doesn't appear that anything's there.
Okay. Right, and then I just like reset and wait.
Okay. All right. Ending your turn there. That is going to bring us to Koshik.
How far away is the workshop from? Is it 60 feet?
I think it's about 60 to
90.
90
Oh,
feet.
damn.
Yeah, it's a little bit further than I meant to make it. It's supposed to be angled the other way, but yeah, it's about 90 feet away.
Well, hell. Nah. Can I retcon telling Crowley to take him to the workshop?
Sure.
And say drag him inside instead.
Well, you know he hasn't had time to do it yet. So.
Yeah. Would I have the movement to go out and grab Milo and drag him inside?
That would be all of your movement, I think. You have to spend 15 feet to get there, and it's you could get him to the front doorstep, really. That's about as far as you could get. You wouldn't be able to get him all the way inside. You can get him right about there.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. You go outside, grab Milo by the arms, and drag him to the front doorstep right here.
Yes, and then what I'm gonna do is, I should have looked at this before it was my turn. Sorry about that. I don't know if this would work. Because he's already dead. Wait, there's got to be another thing I can do. Nope, I'm just gonna hope for the best and that after I do what I do, he doesn't get shot in the neck again. I'm gonna use my life turner.
Okay, can you read off the life turner for me?
Yeah. I was trying to drag him to cover before I did it, but clearly that's not. Oh, wait, can I use my action to dash and pull him further in?
You can.
Okay, yeah. I'd like to try to get him actually into the house.
Yeah, absolutely. You can use your action and get him further in.
Perfect. Okay, and then once he is in the house and hopefully out of line of sight or whatever the fuck just happened to him, this tiny spinning hourglass has 6 seconds worth of sand inside and can be easily held or worn as a pendant. When a creature that you see within 120 feet of you dies, you can use your reaction to speak the hourglass's command word and spin it, allowing you to immediately take an extra turn, interrupting the current turn. At the end of your turn, the dead creature returns to life with a number of hit points equal to your current hit point total, and you die. If the dead creature was prone, it can immediately stand up, no action required. Once this property's been used, it can't be used again until 1 year has passed. When you die as a result of using the hourglass, your body is enchanted by protective magic for 3 hours. During this time, if a spell such as Raise Dead has the sole effect of restoring you to life, the caster doesn't need material components to cast the spell on you. In addition, while you're protected by this magic, you are also under the effect of the Gentle Repose spell.
When a creature that you can see dies, the way this has worked, and with that them being outside, you know what?
Could I not see him when he died? Is that what you're trying to say?
You're in a bit of a lucky situation because you were unable to take a reaction when he died, which is kind of where we're at right now.
Well, it says, I should have, I guess not. I didn't have a reaction when it happened.
We're going to do something though.
Because that would have immediately made it my turn.
I want you
but I
to
couldn't
make,
do it. Heck.
I want you to make a religion check.
Okay. I have proficiency. Does that do anything for me?
Do what?
I have proficiency. Does that do anything for me?
That's better for your roll. Yes.
Oh, it doesn't mean I get advantage or anything?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's okay. 24. 18 plus 6.
24. You bring his body in here to the floor, knowing the cost of what you're about to use. The 24 in a religion check, I'm going to allow you to use it. You know that this is going to kill you to bring Milo back.
Mm-hmm. I told him I'd do whatever I could to protect his parents, and that's what I'm trying to do.
You activate it. Something shatters. Koshik falls. Milo stands. Milo, you are raised. I'm going to say with no levels of exhaustion. Koshik, you go somewhere else. We step away from the physical world to somewhere in between. We step away to somewhere where we found Koshik before. A cabin, and you smell pancakes. And you walk through the dark halls. You're not exactly sure how you got here because life seems like a dream at this point. You walk around the corner and you see Dario. Hello, darling. You kept me waiting for a bit. Come, have dinner. That's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Ah!
That's not who I expected.
I'm pretty sure
It's
you're-
funny.
you've mixed up this time frame with Wednesday's time frame. We're supposed to go to 11. Idiot.
That's so funny because when you were talking about going to Tookie Tookie and you were describing it when we got there, I was in my head. I didn't say it out in the campaign because I didn't want to like add unnecessary details. But like in Koshik's head, it was like, oh, the beach really reminds me of Dario, and that makes me kind of sad. Aw.
Thank you, everybody, and Happy New
Sorry.
Year!
Happy New Year.
Oh,
Should
What
old friends
a
be forgotten?
session.
Let's just forget them.
To kick it off with, I am so excited to get back into it. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you guys for playing with me. I have had a blast this session. We are Hard Knock Dice. We stream every Wednesday and Saturday. On Wednesdays, we do our Whispers in the Dust campaign, a Weird West Saga DM by the wonderful Ian/Gandwin. Go check it
That's
out.
me.
Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then on Saturdays at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we do this, Across Eberron, where we get together and do fun stuff like we've done today. So I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Currently, we are not raising money with Extra Life because it's on pause. They pause it in January, but we will be kicking that back up. But don't feel beholden because that is not going on. Go donate to a charity of your choice. Whoever you want to go give good things to. Lord, who we're gonna raid here? Yeah. So if you haven't yet, please drop a follow. We hope you enjoyed it. If you feel it in your heart of hearts, you can always drop a sub. That helps us buy new D&D things to torture our wonderful players with, and by that I mean provide wonderful entertainment for you. We're gonna raid our friend over a Critical Bard. We'll raid them, and that is gonna be they'll be playing some Baldur's Gate 3, which is awesome if you haven't played it yet. So we're gonna go ahead and click on that.
Yes.
We're gonna start that raid. Follows, go donate to a charity. Send some love to these guys because they look like they need it at the moment. I'm sorry, guys. Much love. But until next
I'm sorry.
until next time, guys. Much love. Bye.